Check. If you're hearing the sound of my voice, that means you're now tuned in to chapter 62 of the Introverted Intuition podcast. My name is Jeff. Got CR with me, got Lee with me on the engineering, and going to be on the mic in a second. What's up with y'all? What's up with
shit,
you, I guess?
Man. Ain't shit, man. It's your boy CR, man. Straight from the 908. Representing Jump Out the Frame Entertainment. GOTF Records was good.
Yeah, Lee's in here. And, damn, another week. I feel like the time between these episodes feels so much longer. Tuesdays is still early in the week, but I don't know. It just feels like an eternity, and I get excited for the next recording.
I think it's because in between every episode we live a weekend.
Yeah, and we do a lot of living too between like work and whatever else we got going on. Shit's fucking crazy out here.
That's crazy.
What happened?
Those headphones don't work.
Oh,
I
shit.
can't hear nothing.
Damn.
Yeah. Y'all can hear me though?
yeah, we can hear you.
Oh,
Make
that's
it work.
fine. Yeah.
Damn, I was about to ask how your week is. Oh, it's already going bad.
Fuck out of here. You down? Shitting me. I'm having a great week. This week is so wild. Opportunities, man. Opportunities for the show, for me. I'm about to go away for Thanksgiving. It's my first time. I'm excited. I told myself the last time I traveled, we're gonna properly prepare. And maybe I didn't mean this time because I ain't packed nothing and I'll leave tomorrow.
Like early in the morning?
No, I don't leave early, but I do have things to do. So I'll be packing before I leave out.
I pack like 2 days before just so I make sure. And then I double check like when I'm about to go.
Yeah, man, listen. Life is crazy like that.
I ain't gonna lie. I be packing the night before.
Usually
like,
I pack the night before, but
Yeah.
I mean, I have things to do.
No,
you know?
it's understandable. Like I'm saying,
Grind
like,
don't stop.
I wait
Yeah.
last minute sometimes too. Like it be
You
like
catching
that.
my bad.
No, you good.
You catching a flight or you like busting it or driving wherever you going?
I mean, I'm taking a bus, really, so I ain't stressed. And that's my homie. Anything I need, we'll get. But, you know, I am going hiking, so I do want to pack the right things.
I can't
And
wait to
if
hear
I
about
don't,
that
I don't.
experience. I can't wait to hear about that experience.
That's gonna be funny.
You hear fucking Lee in the
Word.
wilderness
That's gonna be funny.
I never did that before.
getting chased by a fucking rattlesnake and shit.
Don't say that, son.
Don't
They out
Say
out
that.
there.
That's their business. Stay away from me. Let me be. And we going to be all right.
I hope you're gonna be all right.
I'm going to be all right. I'm coming out. The rattlesnake going to lose.
I never seen too many.
What's that Mystical said? If you see me fighting with a bear, help the bear.
Hey, keep that same energy when that bear right in front of you.
That's
though.
a fact. I won't.
Shit. That's funny as
Help
hell.
me.
That energy.
Yo.
So you
How
go-
was your week?
my week? The same shit. Fucking work, gym, home, repeat until podcast day. You know what I mean? Over this past weekend, though, my girl came up to Jersey, stayed at a hotel in Rahway, New Jersey, the Watt Hotel, and we had dinner with my moms and my stepdad. That was a pretty interesting experience.
Interesting. What do you mean? Was it good? Was
Well,
it bad?
it was the second time my mom and my girlfriend have like been interacted like ever,
Okay.
and they communicate. I think they communicate on Instagram a bit, but I think that's about it. And seeing those two together, they're really like more similar than I thought. And so when they kind of collided, they both started like getting on me and shitting on me and shit, like in a joking way. But like, there's just those two like crazy, wild, outgoing personalities together. It was just pretty interesting experience to see.
Nice.
And that's really about it. Just been preparing for these up and coming interviews that's coming up for the podcast next week. That's pretty much it for me.
That's what's up.
Doing some research. What's up with you, bro? You're the busiest one, as always.
Yeah, I always
my
gas this, yo.
goodness.
Well, all right. So yesterday I had a meeting with my marketing team, putting together this release for the 22nd, and I'm real happy because I'm gonna have y'all coming through, and it's gonna be real dope. You guys gonna record an episode on there. I already confirmed my openers. Shout out King Solomon, Kimmy Chin, Prophet, and K Rock the Illest. So those are gonna be my openers for that event. It's gonna be real dope. Yesterday I was interviewed by 1 in 9 podcast.
I saw that.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was pretty cool,
What's
you know
the
what I'm
name of the
saying? 1 in 9 podcast because
That's
in
in
Jersey.
Jersey?
Yeah,
Okay.
1 in 9 is like, one of the main routes in Jersey. It's like
Were you in their bedroom? They look like when the pictures saw like he was recording in their bedroom.
it was a basement. It was in their house though. They were definitely recording in the basement in their house.
Why would you place him in somebody's bedroom?
It looked like a bedroom.
It was a bedroom / like living room.
I'm not trying to
like,
get on him.
it was, but it was.
See, y'all don't belong in nobody's bedroom but his own. That's it.
Yo,
I don't know.
It was crazy how you put that though.
Yeah, that
it was
was
hella
wild.
suggestive.
That was
Nah.
wild.
Like
Y'all niggas
wasn't
gassing.
in their bedroom. Like damn,
Son.
nigga. Like
Son.
He didn't even say, yo, where were
where
you
you?
recording?
He just said it was in
It
their
was in the
bedroom.
In the picture I saw, I was like, this nigga is in the bedroom.
Yo.
Wow.
Maybe that's where they feel comfortable recording. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Not everybody, doing it like y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
like they
not.
still
I'm
coming
sorry.
up, man. Like they still coming up.
It's crazy because I forget that, though. Like,
Yeah.
I just, like, I edit other people's work. So I just be like, yeah, send me a studio files. They be like, what studio?
I still get blown away every time I walk in here. And I'm forever grateful to, like, Brianna and Matt for giving me a chance because, shit, wouldn't be here without them. So,
Yeah.
Nice.
1 in 9 podcast, though. What did y'all talk about? You did this typical, like, explaining yourself, talking about your music. Like,
Yeah, that we didn't go too much into that. They were really interested in flows. They were kind of dissecting flows, the project that I dropped over the summer.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. We was talking a lot about racism. We was talking a lot about just current events and what's going on right now, politics. Like we were touching on a lot of things, and it was real interesting. I mean, it was cool. It was cool.
I spoke about racism. Are they black?
They're Hispanic.
They say nigga.
Yes and no.
Wait, but Hispanic how? What are they? They Puerto Ricans?
They're Afro Latinos. One's Puerto Rican, one's Dominican.
Those ain't black people?
They are black people.
Oh, okay.
They're considered black people to you?
They're Afro Latino. I learned that in school.
But if they have black in them, black is the dominant gene.
They're Afro Latino, yes.
So Puerto Ricans ain't black to you?
They are black.
I'm not talking to you,
Oh,
CR.
no. I don't know. Like jeans and skin color are like they don't go hand in hand to me. Like if you look white and you say nigga, I'm still gonna naturally feel uncomfortable. You may be of that like ilk. You may be.
My
one of us.
grandmother, I have a grandmother who is Brianna's complexion. She's Puerto Rican.
To me, I'm just speaking from my experience, how I react to the word when I hear people say it. That's not black. I just get uncomfortable.
You're
I'm not
talking
saying
about the color, not the race.
the color, not the race. It's not. Maybe
But
that's
when you
just-
find out the backstory, are you still offended?
No, I'm not. I'm not even offended. I just get. It's like not.
It's subconscious.
It's like a subconscious uncomfortable.
I know what you're saying.
It's like
I can't even lie. I understand what you're saying.
It's like in Get Out, like when they're at the fucking party and then like they're all saying like the rate like the black people jokes or like saying, oh, you must be good at basketball, blah blah blah, some shit like that. That's like it just makes me uncomfortable in that way. It doesn't offend me.
I know what you're saying, but it's slightly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. It doesn't really offend me, but I do feel I cringe a little bit.
So they light skin?
Very.
So you felt offended. You cringed when they said the N word.
Yeah.
Did you say something?
Nah.
So then it doesn't matter.
All right, but so and plus they're from the suburbs and stuff, so they. You know
Oh
what I mean?
my god.
It doesn't matter if you feel some way and you do not address it.
Like I said, I didn't
don't
feel
feel
offended.
away.
I think they did follow us on the Instagram page. They might have to come on and we know they talk about this. So
I mean, yeah, that's true. I told them it'd be great to have them up here as guests one day and chop it up.
one day, if you want to make that happen,
Yeah, we can see what's going on. I would love to see.
Why you gotta make it happen?
I
We
wanna
have an
see the
email
end.
address.
he
They
knows.
can make it. They can make it happen themselves.
This is my okay. You kind of said something like this before. When I think it was something like I asked you to reach out to a guest that's coming on next
Yeah,
week,
you did.
and you told me that I have the email, right? But
Yeah.
you also have access to the email too, and you know the person personally. So when I say to CR, he can reach out to them because you know these people personally. Why does it fall on my responsibility? I understand it's my show, but it's all a part of
Well,
us.
I think the situations are different though. Like if he was to set that up, that's cool. I was about to say okay. I was just fucking with you as far as like setting that up. But if you're gonna reschedule a guest, I don't care if I alley-ooped it. You're rescheduling. It works for everyone else.
Right.
It was you. So why not just reach out and say, hey, I'm going in a different direction? Because at the end of the day, all I'm doing is following your lead.
Yeah.
It ain't no issue for me. I could have had her last week.
And I'm not tight. I was just saying, it's just like, I just, maybe I'm still used to the whole personal versus business thing, right? I feel reaching out to someone personally is easier and more convenient than going through a whole email process, waiting all day for the response when you could just shoot a text. You know what I mean? I just feel
But who's to say I won't still wait all day? I would literally still wait all day for a text back. I know my friend.
I guess. I don't
Everybody don't text back the way I text back.
know. Right.
And she don't do it on purpose. She busy.
Hmm.
So we would be waiting the same.
I have to learn how to be patient with that shit, because I'm the same way. I text right back. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I have to realize not everybody does that, and it's not because they're ignoring you. It's literally they're just not attentive to their phones.
Right. I text back all the time, especially at work, because I'm just mostly not doing shit. So I'm always like ready to go with the text.
So
I
yeah,
make people wait. I make people wait. It don't be on purpose. Sometimes it is.
I make people
It's
wait for
just,
phone calls because I'm not really down to call you back immediately. I'm not really down for phone calls, really, period. Phone calls, period, are kind of awkward in 2018.
You'd rather text than talk on the phone?
It depends who it's for. Like,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
You feel differently?
I'm text is stupid. I'm down to do it, especially if I don't really care to talk to you.
Right.
But like I would do business over the phone easily.
I feel like
Easily.
I'd prefer FaceTime over all of that just because it's you're seeing them, right? So there's no miscommunication. I mean, even through phone calls, things can get misconstrued at times.
Right.
But face to face, you can see people's reactions to what you're saying. I just feel like that's a lot easier, but I don't know.
It can't always happen that way.
It can't. On my way here, I tried out a new restaurant. It's downstairs called Aroma Espresso. And
You talking about the same restaurant that charged you $7 for a soup. You getting money, why you ain't bring us nothing? That's clownery. Clownery. You getting money.
What I was about to, my alley oop to that was I was gonna try to get y'all to not go there because I kind of had a bad experience outside of the food. The customer service there is fucking trash. First of all, I'm walking in, I don't know where to go to pay. Mad lines, mad people all over the place, mad unorganized, no fucking security, no fucking organization. So I'm sitting here waiting in the wrong line the whole time. I'm waiting in the pickup line the whole time. And everybody behind the counter just looking at me like,
not saying nothing.
yeah, like, are you waiting for something? I'm like, no, I'm waiting to order. And then when I get up to the counter, like the guy is just mad. He looks like kind of scared to say something to me. I know like he's like kind of shy. Maybe he's tired. He don't want to be there. He just has awkward times like trying to talk to people. But just that whole experience, the whole exchange of even ordering my food was just negative and just awkward to me. Like nobody was like personable. Nobody was like excited to see a customer, like trying to sell me what they got, whatever, like, or sell me their personality to get me want to come back. So
you hate your job, quit. I'm an advocate for it, quit. But to the same effect, like you worked retail before?
I did, yeah.
Did you love it?
In the beginning.
Where did you work? Can I ask?
Sears.
Did you try to sell the shit out of a vacuum cleaner after the 6 month?
That wasn't my job.
But I'm okay. So what was you doing? What was you doing? Let's get real personal. What was you doing there?
It was called merchandise pickup. So like people would come around to the back of the store. They would order something through the store, and they would come around to that department and pick it up, and you have to help them put it in their car.
CR, where'd you work?
I've had a lot of retail jobs, but
Give me one.
Kmart.
Kmart. What'd you sell?
I was in the men's department folding clothes.
Did you ever try to sell the shit out of a T-shirt after
Not
the month you
once.
realized you hated it and
Not
it was just for the
once.
bills? We all understand.
Not
It ain't
once.
right, but we all understand
I dragged my
to
feet.
an extent. But I hate that had to happen because if you hate your job, quit.
Yeah.
But to an effect, I'm starting to be able to hold myself accountable. Like, yo, nah, I understand. You're a piece of shit for that, but I understand.
Don't show me you hate your job. Like, don't make it obvious. Like,
I'm the worst at that. Cause you can see it in my face. Like when I was working at Nike, like yo, you could do me a favor. Nah, I'm just the janitor. I can't. Like, and I would just walk away.
You said that
all the time.
Wow.
It was only the customers that knew I wasn't a janitor that would be like, nah, don't do that. And I just be like, I wasn't even talking to you. Like,
That's
be quiet. I don't know, man. My face will tell you. Even in regular conversations, you'll know if I done checked out.
Right.
You'll know, or if you done said something that made me just be like, all right, cool, I'm off this.
I'm still kind of trying to figure out when you're out of the conversation or not. I know I can tell when you get
Yo.
quiet. I'm still trying to figure that out though.
Nah, the episode we did with CR's people, I had checked out for a while. I was just like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I caught myself though, because I'm like, oh, this episode is still going.
Yeah, I did peep that. I was like,
I
yo, you
checked
was
out.
quiet for a second. I was just like, what's she alright?
Nah, like I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like. I was listening. I didn't really have anything to say, and if I don't have nothing to value, whatever, I'll keep that to myself. But I had checked out because of the conversation we were having, Jeff and I. I just was like, whatever. And then I had to regain my bearings, and I was back at it.
I remember.
I don't remember the specifics of the conversation, but I remember you checking out.
Yeah, I definitely checked out.
But
And then I looked at the camera and was like, we still going, ain't we?
I think by that point we
This
still
shit's
like an
still
hour
rolling.
left still. Like, we got, like an hour and a half or some shit.
Yeah.
Shit's still rolling.
Yeah. But yeah, just don't show me you hate your job. If you
Facts, I feel you.
Like,
I
it
feel
just-
you.
especially service jobs. I hate when they do that shit, man. It's just like I understand everybody has to make money somehow, but it's like there's there's got to be another option, yo. Because you ever had a waiter that you can tell they just like it's the end of the day. They done been on their feet for like 10 hours.
Yeah.
They looking at you like, nigga, I do not want to get your drink.
That's the waiter you don't want to piss off because they will spit in your
That's
food
what I'm
and they will
saying.
fucking.
And that's not even my fault. Like, why are you so mad? Like, I just want a drink.
yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not going back there anytime soon. I don't recommend y'all go or anybody else go. For sure.
And what's it called? Aroma?
Aroma is special.
Damn.
It's like right on the
Damn.
corner. Like,
And
or
how-
no,
You
come
just
from that
going
way.
trash though?
I know, right?
Fucking trash, yo.
They downstairs
Cancel.
and shit.
They might try to reach out and sponsor one day, but nah, I'm good.
Wow.
Bad
And what did you
experience.
order? I just want to know.
It was like a steak, provolone, and like cabbage
This
sandwich.
nigga eating steak.
What you mean? What the fuck?
Out
you
here
mean?
eating steak. You bring your shit. You out here
I got
eating
chips in my
steak.
bag. You want some
No,
chips?
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
No.
fine. Lee like, hold up,
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
Give me them chips.
You don't want no
Definitely.
fucking chips.
You,
Fuck out of here.
you don't even know that.
Yo.
It was hard for you to even give CR some of your water. What you
No, it
talking
wasn't
about?
hard. CR,
No.
was it hard for me to give you water?
She
I had-
offered it.
I
She didn't
said
even
get a
have to.
cup.
I brought it
Yeah.
up, and that's when you was like, "Oh, I'll give you."
But
some.
it
wasn't
wasn't
thinking about
even
it. She
whatever.
wasn't
Like he's a
thinking about
troublemaker.
it.
I can't.
I see him. I see what
Yo.
he's
I'm
trying to do.
saying.
Whatever.
Y'all, if y'all want some chips, you let me know. All right.
But
kind of
I
chips?
just did.
Oh,
and
what
you told
flavor?
me that.
What flavor?
I
You
just
dead ass-
did.
you
And you
dead ass
told me
want
that
the
I
chips.
didn't.
All right, hold on.
Wow.
Feel for time if I find these chips.
Wow. That is crazy.
These chips,
Listen.
yeah.
See.
Want
Oh.
some chips? Them
Thank
chips,
you so much.
They look fire.
What?
What
I don't
did I
even-
say?
I don't know.
I don't even know how to pronounce
Yeah,
it.
pepper
bro.
racani, how-
Peppercini? What is it?
peppercini,
Pepperoncini.
pepperoni.
That's that fire. That's what they call it.
That's spicy. Whatever the
That's
fuck that
fire.
is.
That's
so
that fire.
good.
That's some spicy
That's
shit.
some pepper
Let me
on
show
the
these
bag.
niggas this shit. Hold up.
Jalapeno chips.
That's a
What
pepper
the fuck
on
is
the
that?
bag.
How do y'all pronounce that shit?
How do you
Fire.
say that?
That's what you call it.
How do you say this?
Y'all
I don't know
niggas
how the fuck you
hating.
say that shit.
Nah, I
How you gonna
just-
hate
I-
on the chips I'm offering to you? That's, y'all just,
Oh,
Relax,
Y'all
relax,
dead-
everybody
dead-
relax.
y'all
relax.
dead ass
Hello,
disrespecting my
ungrateful.
chips.
Nah, I'm just,
We
I just
ungrateful.
wanna know.
Ungrateful as fuck. I'm tight.
I originally
I
didn't
just-
want the
Fuck
chips.
out of here.
I originally didn't want
Yo.
the chips.
Word. So yeah, let's get to the shits. Y'all seen that Jill Scott video or not?
Of
Of
course.
course.
There's so many ways we can go with this.
Mm.
First of all, how do y'all feel about Jill Scott's music? Do you
I love Jill Scott.
think she's like considered a legend, right?
I
Yeah.
do. I believe she's a legend.
Who's saying she's not?
There's people out there.
They stupid.
There's people out there who consider not even in top 5 R&B
Are you
singers of all time.
serious?
They're definitely out there.
Are they basing that on content or influence or? Oh, you don't know.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Because people are crazy. I feel Jill Scott gets a lot of flack from dudes mostly than women, because based off her weight. Dudes
She
like-
lost mad weight though.
She did.
But still, dudes
And she
still
always had a cute
identify her as
face.
like a bigger girl. Like I heard Charlamagne kind of like shitting on her a bit. on
Some
the Brilliant
people are
Idiots.
built bigger than others.
Yeah.
I'm naturally built bigger than other women.
Word.
Niggas who
She's
hate
a
on.
big fine.
Yeah,
She's a big fine.
yeah, and I don't know why niggas just automatically hate on bigger women just because it's not what they like. Like, if you don't like it, why you can have that.
But is
Yeah.
it
You
not
gotta
what they
express it.
like?
They might like
I
it
feel
on
like
the
they
low.
projecting. It's just like I always say, like I'm
Mm.
learning now. Like I see on Twitter, straight people always find their way into gay business on Twitter, all the time. Like,
I feel the same.
yeah,
way,
like,
man.
oh, I don't understand how women can sleep with each other. Why would a man want to sleep with a man? Why does it matter to
Why
you?
is
Because
that
they're
even
not
a
either
Because
they're
you
not
low
getting
key
any,
gay.
Yeah.
or they're not
Gay.
getting any, and they're just jealous.
You gay. Like I'm.
I saw
Hey
you tweet something
Yenny,
like
you
that.
a big fine.
And it's funny
You
you
got some
say
big
that.
fines in the
Yeah, I
chat?
got a big fine. Yenny is my baby. Shout out to Yenny. You know what I'm saying? She been
That's
loving me
what's up.
down for years. I love her too. She a big fine.
That's what they
You hit
call
that?
them in New York. Y'all call them big
Cut it
fines.
out. Don't do that.
I'm
No,
not
what?
just getting on.
I can have platonic friends.
I don't
okay?
know that about you. I don't know that.
But
Yo,
yo,
I
big
can
fine.
have friends.
I never heard
Alright.
it before. Big fine. That's like the same thing as BBW. Like,
Yeah.
or that's just
it's a
okay.
big
That's
fine.
dope. I like that.
BBW.
That's that. I like that.
Big
Bro.
fine.
I've definitely dated some big fines.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So the video, she had something like this right in front of her face,
Mm-hmm.
and she was in her bag, and she was.
I was so scared. I thought you was about to do it.
Nah, hell no.
Oh shit! The way he gripped the mic, I thought he
I
was
seen his
too.
hands go
I was
up
like, oh
like,
shit! I'm about to grab my
oh,
phone.
no.
Fuck out of here.
This nigga about to do the just
I'm
got.
like- yeah, I was like,
Ain't no
oh,
Jill Scott challenge over here.
no.
Fuck out of here.
Y'all saw that
Oh,
song
No.
that's going around on Instagram?
With Trey
I
Songz
want
song?
that Jill Scott.
Oh,
That
nah.
is
You made that shit?
I didn't make that. It's on Instagram. It's a
Nah, I
funny
never
ass
seen
video.
that. I never seen that.
It's this dude just making a song about how you gotta warm up with big fines, and then during the winter, and they want that Jill Scott, that ill top.
But I feel like anybody who is surprised is not listening to Jill Scott.
Exactly.
They've
She's a
never
freak.
listened to Jill Scott. They've
Yeah.
never seen Jill Scott do her thing because Jill Scott has been making music for like adornment.
Yeah.
Like she
Man.
been doing
She
that. Like
always been.
I
that
mean,
way.
I personally have never seen her get that crazy, but it's Jill Scott. Like if you listen to her songs, period,
you know
you
what's
can
up.
paint that picture yourself.
Yeah.
I want to know what she
So
would
she
have done
just
if she
gave
was
it to
on
you.
that stage by herself. Like, would she just kept going? Would she like, really?
She did it for the
Son.
crowd. I don't think she'd do it if she was by herself. She did it for the crowd.
First
But-
of all, I don't even think that's how she really do it.
Right.
I think it gets way crazier.
It
What
probably
if
is
it's
way
trash though? Like, what if we
crazier.
just like?
Trash?
I
We'll never
doubt it.
know, but
I don't think it's trash. I think Jill Scott got the mouth.
man, and niggas fucking
Man.
made
I think she
niggas
got
went
the
You
crazy
think,
with that
you
shit.
think Jill Scott got the? I think Jill Scott is the package. She's a big fine with the firebox. Jill Scott will have me walking from Manhattan to Brooklyn to get cheesecake.
With some-
I know I'm not ready for a Jill Scott.
Jill Scott probably makes
I
some
know.
fire ass soul food, some
Yeah.
fire ass
I already know.
everything.
Can you imagine? Right
I
after
think
getting
she's
some
single,
ill
too.
top.
I ain't gonna lie.
Jill Scott, man, listen.
When
The
I-
day Jill Scott get in a relationship, I'm talking about she's changing everything.
She
Her
just
man gonna
recently
be happy
divorced.
just for nothing. For nothing.
She been married twice and I think divorced twice. Some shit like that.
I don't know about
I
her
did my
relationships.
Googles, man, because I
That's
wanted to
smart.
know in case I get this blue check and me and my girl separate. I want to know whose DM to hop in first. So I have like a list.
Jill Scott not paying
I have a
nobody no
list.
mind though. People been shooting. They shot with her on Twitter.
Right.
Jill Scott, the way she curve you just make you feel good though.
Hey,
Like Jill Scott curve you and make you feel like, damn, I need to do something with my life.
I'm young.
Like
but I'm
I
ready,
read
yo.
her retweet somebody's tweet, like, oh, Jill Scott wilding on the mic, she's bugging, and she was like, she said something to the effect of, "Hey, Black Queen, calm down. Life is good. Enjoy your day." I'm like, and Jill Scott say that to me.
I love that about her.
Talk about it,
yo.
Queen.
I love
Talk
that.
about it, Queen. I know I
Man.
ain't shit. Talk about me, Queen. Come
Fuck.
on. Come on.
This viral
Positivity.
video probably made it hard to even get with her because she probably assumes everybody saw it.
Her
and they
DM
Everybody
probably
was
was blowing
to it,
up.
like
Her
just to get
DM
some
was
top.
blowing up.
Fuck. Why y'all niggas make shit go viral, man?
First of all,
Social media, man. You know
they
how it
wildin'
be.
because she been doing that. She been doing that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you
Might
real
be
Jill
wild.
Scott listener, man, you know, like, that's how she's a sensual woman. Like,
It's just like now, like people saying, oh, you know, Miguel's music that's the music you play for your girl. Miguel been making music for your girl to submit to. Your
Man.
girl just ain't submitting because you ain't worthy.
By the way,
He been making music like that.
Miguel is underrated. By the way.
Miguel's super underrated.
Super underrated.
I don't know
Like
why.
he been making submissive music.
He
Like
was at the
I
Afro
play
Cen-
any Miguel. I could play Arching Point right now, and if I'm doing my job, my girl gonna submit. Everybody, oh my God, Miguel been talking about this for mad long. You just found out. Quiet down.
Bro.
Quiet down. Move out the way.
Adorn is still one of the best R&B songs released in the past 10 years. Adorn, like that's timeless right there. That's a timeless.
Adorn is
song.
better than Sure Thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a timeless. That's
Okay.
like wedding, like
Is
reception.
Adorn
yeah.
better than Arching Point?
I don't think I've heard that one. Is that his first album?
Nah, I think it's the second. I don't know if Adorn is better than Arching Point.
I'm gonna have to tune into that. See what's up with that.
He was at
Uh,
Afropunk, y'all.
He was.
was?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
You the
I
only
haven't gone
person
to
I know who went
Afropunk
there.
since it was free.
Yeah, I went over the summer.
Yeah.
It was free at one point.
I didn't see.
Hell
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
How
This is
did
my
they
first
get
time going.
performances and
It
shit
was
then?
free.
But
It
they
was-
had like stands with food and shit. They made money off probably, right?
No,
Hell-
I didn't
oh,
see no
yeah,
food.
I
I
don't
bought
know.
food, and they made me throw away my ginger ale too. I
Yeah,
guess they
you
wanted
can't-
me to buy the food from there.
Yeah, you
But
can't.
it was
bring no
super
drinks.
free. I forgot who performed that year, but after that, they started charging people out the ass. Like,
So, yeah, I paid for the whole weekend. My ticket was like $120.
come on.
Damn.
You're not even giving me a
Mhm.
chair.
Yes, you don't get
No.
no
It was
chairs.
probably hot as fuck,
Definitely hot.
melanin all out,
Yeah,
sweating and shit.
But it was a sight to see. Me and my girl was looking. It was mad, just beautiful black people. You know what I'm saying? And it was just great energy. It was great performances. Like, but my feet was fucking hurting, dog. I did 2
didn't
music
bring a
festivals over
blanket?
the summer. We had blankets. We sat down and stuff. But after a while, like, you gotta get the blood circulating because I lay down, my legs fall asleep. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so you looking at other chicks while your girl's there? Like,
Yeah, but she's
she's
fine
cool?
with that. Yeah, she's very secure.
How'd you get her to be cool with that?
I didn't. She came like that.
I'm not asking for myself. I'm just asking for other
Nah,
people
she
out
came
there.
like
I mean,
that.
but you
Me.
should ask for yourself though. Think about it. Like, you want to marry your girlfriend, right? Like,
I
and
don't know.
I'm not
I
saying
don't
that this is like me, but just think about it on a different angle. Like, you want to spend forever with somebody.
Mhm.
right? And it's not that monogamy is not possible.
Mhm.
Monogamy is very possible for some people,
Mhm.
right? But monogamy isn't the only thing.
Mm-mm.
You know, like forever, you spending an eternity with your life partner. You mean to tell me you don't want to be able to have fun? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be able to look at your partner and say, "Hey, babe, like that's a fine woman right there." Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just a way you go about it. Just be very respectful. Be very transparent
Exactly.
with your lady. Like,
Yes.
but I'm learning, like, you know, monogamy isn't just because that's the only thing they push to us doesn't mean that's the only thing. You know
and
what
and
I'm
the
saying?
idea of monogamy that they push too, like there's different
Yeah,
ways of
man.
approaching it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really not a problem. Like, to check out. Like, I know my girl. Like, we was just at the movies. We was watching a preview for Aquaman. I saw her face when she saw Aquaman. I'm like,
Bruh.
you like him, don't you? She didn't say nothing. She was just blushing, and I was just like, that's all right. Like, I mean, like, of course, the male ego in the back of my mind is gonna be like, oh, really? Oh, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you know, outwardly, it's just like, it's funny. It's like I like that we're that comfortable. We can judge people together. You know what I'm saying? Not judge people. You know.
I just wait till my girl to point it out. I'm not the first to initiate to point out. Like, if it happens to be a girl with a fat ass in front of us, I don't know. I just feel like that's kind of disrespectful. I mean, I do try to look, and I don't like announce it to her. And she.
But
catches
you a
me.
rat. You're a sneak. That's foul. That's foul. You try to look. You being sneaky, Jeff. That's wrong. You
be
being
doing-
sneaky.
You be doing that little
You
side
being
look.
sneaky.
You know that look
You
when
supposed
walk
to be
by?
And I do,
transparent.
Over the
sneeze,
shoulder?
like the fake sneeze, and then
You
Oh,
being
it's
sneaky.
funny.
nah,
Nah,
The
bro.
fake
nah.
sneeze.
I don't do it all the time. But
Yo.
some things you just can't help but to look at. You just said you was in the gym the other day. You saw a fat ass got you to work out harder. Like,
I wasn't with my girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend.
but it's still some things that is undeniable that you just can't help but to look at.
And I would tell that young queen, "How you doing, baby girl? You have a fine backside." No, but I don't have to be sneaky about it. Like, the last time I had to be sneaky about looking at a woman's backside, I was with a straight woman. And you know, that's just what
I
it
don't
was.
even classify it as just being sneaky. It's just, why do I have to announce every time I'm like, oh, babe, I'm about to look at her ass?
You don't
Like,
have to announce everything.
It's just like,
Oh, Yenny just brought up a great point to us. Lifetime partners have to be friends first before anything in order to stand the test of time.
Yup.
Yeah, talk about it,
That's
queen.
Facts,
Talk
bruh.
about it.
Gotta have it. And you were telling me, because remember when my girl was up here and I was saying how when we first started dating, I didn't like she was calling me nigga, whatever, and your girl calls you nigga.
Yeah.
But it's because y'all have that friendship. So it's like, when it comes to certain things, it's really based on that friendship foundation that makes it, you know, accessible for you guys to share stuff like that.
yeah, I think when you lose that friendship, you lose everything. If you just stop having fun with each other, stop
Yeah,
enjoying
just
each
gotta
other's
have
time.
fun and feel comfortable. Like, yo, this past weekend I went to go chill with my girl. Like, you know, we chill all the time, but it's just increasingly more and more comfortable. Where it's just like, yo, I'm really chilling with my homie. Like,
So y'all wasn't friends first?
I mean, we met, but we were becoming
Y'all
friends.
wasn't friends. See,
No, not really.
Exactly.
You met at a party, you said, right?
Yeah, we met at a party.
He
So
be
we
trying
didn't
to
know
talk
each
me
other.
out of my question. No, is the
By the way,
answer.
this nigga's so busy, he forgot to mention he spent time with his girl until now. This nigga did all this other shit, but
Facts.
just now mentioned he was with his girl.
Facts.
How you think that make her feel, man?
Man,
Wow.
she knows she's important. She my rib.
Oh my.
That's,
She
that's,
my
my,
rib.
that's my rib.
That's my rib.
All right, thank you. Thank you
Yes,
for
good
that.
Lord.
We appreciate that.
Did the Jill Scott video bring back any memories of like an ideal blowjob or memorable blowjob that y'all had in y'all lives?
Okay, Jeff, I like these
That's-
questions.
that's a
I'm
good
curious.
question.
Yeah, you go first. Answer that.
I don't have it passed actually.
That was funny.
Yeah.
I don't have it passed.
Yeah, me neither.
What do
So,
you mean?
He doesn't have a past. We're talking about it's
my-
easy. I've never had an ex in my life. I've never
Yeah.
dated a woman.
What's an ex?
Exactly. Como said, D say, I don't know what you're talking about.
I only know the relationship I have now. So my experiences with my girlfriend.
I only know my relationship with God.
The experience I have
Oh
with
my
my
God.
girlfriend
Y'all
now.
hear this shit?
I'll keep to myself. So
Mm.
do you remember? Did it bring back any memories?
Yes and no.
Yo.
So we're all just like, let's just go to the next time because
Yo.
we don't have it past.
Yes and no.
We have maybe someone in the live
Did
chat
it-
has experienced some shit.
Did I think about?
Nah,
It
I
didn't remind me of anything
No, I
because
didn't. I just enjoyed it for what
person,
it was.
yeah, another person doing that does nothing for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just very concerned about my own sex life. Like I'm very concerned with my own. Other people's sex life does nothing for me.
I bet you these porn companies probably reach out to Jill Scott for like hella bags of money to do a porn. I bet.
You know what's
Bro.
funny? Don't ask me how I know this, but the Jill Scott videos on Pornhub.
Bullshit.
I swear to
Yo,
God.
they
Check
wildin'.
CR search
I
history,
swear
man.
to God.
How you know, bro?
They wild.
I told you don't ask me how I know, but I swear to God it's on the homepage.
Don't ask you
No.
how you know. We know how
The
you
landing
know.
page.
We know how you know.
Hey,
Do you close your your tabs after you watch your porn or no?
I always go back to Google. I just
Yo, my man.
So that way,
my man.
yeah, I just always go back to Google. It's like it's
Go
like
back
what
to
you.
Google.
You ever got caught watching porn?
I don't even know if I like these chips, but they hand. I'm gonna eat them.
So I didn't
See, I
get
taste
caught.
these
Damn,
shits.
you better appreciate these
Which
shits,
one?
man. They fire.
I don't even know if I like
I think
them.
these shits were $7 too. I ain't gonna lie.
They almost two.
They're not bad. Jalapeno
And they
That's
crunchy.
not a
You
jalapeno,
ain't got-
bro.
or some.
They have jalapeno flavor. I don't know what that is.
See, you ain't got no more water. You better be careful, man.
I know I'm
Fact.
fucked up.
You need
This
to
nigga
Ran
about
out
to
of
pass
water.
out.
I'm eating chips and
You
shit.
need to
Oh
be easy.
This
shit!
nigga about to
Need to
pass
relax.
out.
But yeah, I did get caught masturbating one time, but I don't think I was watching porn. I was probably like
What?
because I have a vivid imagination, right?
Oh, so this nigga was looking at the pillow and just
Nah.
eyes closed.
So
He's
I was
looking at the wall.
I was
That pillow is
I was-
fine.
I was I was laying on my bed, and then I don't know why my uncle was stayed with us for a while. He was staying in the attic, and he just opened up my door. He said, "Oh my bad, I should have knocked." he closed the door.
Yo,
No.
I've never gotten caught. I've almost gotten caught. Like I've stopped. Like if someone's about to walk in, then I gotta. You just gotta finish. Like
Yo,
you gotta finish the race, man. Like no matter how
Yo.
awkward it is.
yo, I'm
Nah.
done, yo.
That's
I
different.
guess Lee's not in on this.
I mean, no.
Shout out to my cousin Quincy. He
I
just
never-
got on.
Oh,
Oh my bad.
I thought.
I'm alive.
I don't know what I thought. Cause we just talking about like getting caught masturbating.
Oh, I
He-
know what he thought. Yo,
No, you don't know what I thought. And then you said shout out to my cousin
He
Quincy.
thought either Quincy caught you or that you and Quincy was doing it together.
Oh my god.
No, bruh.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
You
He
nasty,
wasn't even
Jeff.
born yet.
So Lee's favorite rapper, he got locked up. Yes.
You
Oh
so
my God.
trash. That's
I
not
think
my
it's so
favorite
ironic.
rapper.
I just want to know how you holding up right
That's
now.
not
think
my
that's so
favorite
ironic.
rapper.
Brooklyn.
He was just on the
Don't give a
Breakfast
fuck
Club
where
talking
he's
about how
from.
he's so happy he's not getting locked up. He's not
Gosh.
going to jail. His biggest fear is the feds.
I don't care where he's from. He's
Facing
from
life.
Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. He's locked up. That's what it is.
Is this like karma? Like straight up karma? Like he's just this is meant to happen? Like
People try to tell you things, and you don't take that into account. People who have been places you haven't been, but you aspire to go, you don't listen. Like that's not even like he's a boy, he's still a little boy. You don't listen.
Yeah, you can
He's
tell.
a boy. You don't
He's
listen.
got a very immature mentality. Like, he's still growing into whoever he's supposed to be.
and it sucks because low key his songs are pretty fucking good. Like it's undeniable talent. Like
I can't listen to his music anymore, man. I miss it because it's buck, but
wait, why though?
because of the whole underage girl thing, it really just don't sit with me.
Everybody,
Even though he
Yeah.
was I don't know.
Just
this-
because somebody's acquitted don't mean they
yeah, I don't
innocent.
know. Like I don't know if that's still true.
That
but,
don't
like,
mean that you innocent. You know what I'm saying? Because in court, it's not about who's guilty and who's innocent. It's who can pay the best people
and it's
and
crazy.
show the most
Yeah,
innocence. Like it don't mean you're actually innocent.
yeah.
Look at what's her name? Casey Anthony. That's her name. She killed that little girl. I don't care what nobody say. She killed her daughter, but she can prove. They can like her team proved that she didn't.
It's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
Yeah, like I dead don't believe she didn't kill that little girl, and I don't know that, and I think that's why I'm listening to his music because I don't know if I without a doubt believe that he didn't do something with that little girl.
I wish all these fake social justice warriors on Twitter were like you and actually stood by their opinion, who instead of just tweet about it.
Right.
Because these same people who are shitting on 6ix9ine now were the same people who were shitting on Kanye a few months ago
Mm-hmm.
when he was going through it, saying all this racist shit, this outlandish shit, and they were still listening to fucking Ye and shit. So
Oh, I listen to
I
it.
respect that.
I listen to it. I have a pair of Yeezys, but I don't support Kanye the politician. As a member of the Trash Can Bandits, though, who am I to judge? Like I've messed up so much, I can't judge him. I just think that he's another one. You're a grown man and you just can't even take a word of advice. How about you sit with what you feel for a second to establish how you feel? Because I don't think a lot of the comments would have been made. Like, and I'm starting to really believe that whole Kanye is just doing that for marketing thing. Like.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
no
I believe that
way,
shit
like-
too.
Like now you apologize. Like he had tweeted, like I'm not gonna say anything about politics. I'll just be a creative, bro. You were supposed to been doing that.
Yeah.
We've
And right-
been asking you to shut up.
Right before that, there was a report that like I think something with the stocks of his company or something like that, the sales weren't too high. Like right
Yeah,
before
man.
there was a
The
report because of
resale
that, so,
price on Yeezys went down
Yeah.
as they should. I believe that they still should go down.
How important do y'all feel it is to separate the art from the artist?
I don't know how important it is. I can do it
Mm-hmm.
because at the end of the day, like I don't care about these people's personal lives. I mean, I will speak about it, and if it's what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. But the end of the day, music is like this ethereal, like it's like it's just this thing that just gives us energy, you know. Whether it's positive, whether it's negative, whether it's sadness, like whatever. Like I can separate that from the person. Like it's hard to with certain people, like R. Kelly. I don't listen to anymore.
I don't listen to R. Kelly at all.
It's still
Time and time
it's
again,
still
he
hard
shows
because
his ass.
I love Ignition.
And I bet you the people still gonna be playing that shit at the cookout this summer. You know what I'm saying?
People still show up to his shows.
People still showing up to his shows.
He don't even look like R. Kelly. You used to look at R. Kelly and see a sex symbol. I see, like, respectfully, I'm from the project, so I can say this. I see a crackhead in that man. Like, he looks like a drug addict to me. He doesn't, like, there's no kind of sexy left. Like, Justin Timberlake brought sexy back. R. Kelly erased it.
You
like,
can see the video?
With him patting his...
No, with the girls patting his chest and
like,
grabbing his dick.
Like, and I think
otherwise.
the women who are doing this and patting that man's penis, like, you somebody's parent. Get your ass from out this show.
Yeah.
I be done drag my mother. What's wrong with you, lady? What's wrong with you?
They trying to make it come up, probably.
I will ground my mother in there. Like, you go so
she
hard.
Might have been. You might need
you
questioning.
go so hard for me to listen to you and for me to be respectful and represent you properly, but you patting R. Kelly's penis. Get your ass in the house.
Can't pat in R. Kelly's penis.
Come on, son.
So you're out on R. Kelly, 6ix9ine, but you'll still listen to Kanye's music?
Yeah, I do. And I understand that may, like, that looks problematic, but 6ix9ine, R. Kelly didn't do for me what Kanye did creatively and stuff. And I've had to separate it anyway because it's not even like it makes sense. Like, I think if it made sense, I'll be like, damn, that's really how you feel? I'm over it. He don't even be making sense. It just be like you want to do so much and you want to step outside of the creative world so much that now you just saying stuff. He's just talking, like, and I respect his mom and her work so much. It's just, it's a different caliber with Kanye, but it's no excuse to what this man is doing. Yeah. Like, he's dead ass wrong. He's dead ass wrong, and I don't agree with anything Kanye, the politician, has said at all. I've had to separate his music because My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy got me through so much, and Graduation did so much for me. Like, creatively, I started to find my stride listening to that man's music. It was easier for me because I didn't really care for 6ix9ine. His music started getting crazy. By the time I started liking his music, the case had already came out, so it was easy. I listened to R. Kelly. It was nice, you know, and they played it at my graduation, but R. Kelly didn't make me feel how Dark Twisted Fantasy made me feel.
So I Believe I Can Fly will always make me feel some type of way. I love that damn song.
Let me ask y'all this. Can I listen to these people's music and still speak about how wrong they are?
I sat here and did it.
Huh?
I sat here and did it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, am I going to be looked at as wrong? Like,
I mean, of course, there's always going to be somebody's going to think you're a hypocrite, but I don't think you're a hypocrite personally, like, because I'm going to still going to listen to certain R. Kelly songs, despite the crazy, allegations and whatever he's allegedly been doing. I mean, like, it's crazy, and I agree with that, too, so, on a societal standpoint, but musically, that nigga's a beast.
But not everything is black and white, neither.
Exactly.
Not everything is just like yes or no.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? Some things are very intricate, and there's other loopholes. It's just like Fab. Okay, so Yenny said, what about Fab?
Oh, he allegedly beat his wife, right?
But that was alleged. I don't know.
Wasn't proven.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like, that's one of those things where it's like nothing's black and white because I don't know.
You don't know.
And, I mean, like, I've been cool off Fab. Like, I mean.
Nigga, what?
What's that Freddie and Jason project?
Nigga,
you fucked
what?
with it?
I like
Soul
that.
Food?
I like that. But I'm saying, like, we not getting I haven't gotten a new Fab project. I was like, holy smokes, I got to go listen to this.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to separate because his old archive is amazing.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's a shame, especially in that Fab situation. He just, my perception of.
Don't do that no more.
Is that going to be on the new album? Please tell me.
No.
Please tell me no.
That's Fab's old song, Breathe.
That's Breathe.
Breathe.
Nah, see,
He ain't
he
sound
doing
like
like
that.
that. He don't know.
No, I know this
One
song.
and the two. You got to
Nah.
do that. No,
I
you
know
can't
three.
sing. You can't sing
Yeah,
that
nah.
part. You got to rap it to him.
Yeah,
So
right.
you
You know,
know-
what?
Nah, but you know what we talking about.
Yeah, but I know the song, but like that, the beginning part was just like a little off
Yeah,
to me.
because you ain't want to hear that. You wasn't with that.
It just sucks when people you like get accused of like certain things because it's like you got that crossroads of like, do I want to keep indulging in their content or do I want to be a social justice warrior, a good person, whatever, and tune out? So
I feel
This
like
is
you
hard.
gotta. I feel like you gotta let people enjoy things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing wrong with being, politically aware and to stand up for certain things. But it's also like, yo, like you're gonna enjoy certain things. Like somebody like who is against monopolies and big corporations. It's almost impossible to live in America and avoid all the monopolies that there are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, of course, you should still be aware and spread consciousness about it. But at the same time, I don't feel bad if I have an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel bad if I wear a pair of Nikes. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I am aware of like, that they own private prisons and that they use like inmates to create a lot of the technology that we use every day.
Yeah.
Would y'all still shop at H&M?
I did after that.
I would if they had my sizes.
I needed some gloves, yo.
Son,
need it.
but like these places are offering you affordable merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
So it's like it's so hard. Like if you want to stand for something, your ass to be butt ass naked.
Right.
You ain't gonna have nothing.
It's so tough, man.
It's tough. It's
I
like,
hope the people I truly like don't get caught out. Like Will Smith, if this nigga Will Smith is caught out, the world, it's over for everybody. Because that nigga seems like the best person, like the best like representation of like a good dude.
Everybody
from
says
my
that.
perception.
Yeah, everybody says that. He's like the role model.
If they come up with any dirt on Will Smith, listen, I'm going into the industry thinking I'm failing. 'Cause
Yeah, right?
Will Smith,
He's
Right.
really like
bro,
he's the pinnacle. The ideal like
Y'all tell me now. Y'all got any fucking skeletons in the closet? What's up with y'all?
absolutely.
as far as what?
Anything? Y'all? What y'all?
What
y'all?
you mean they gonna dig up
You got
whatever?
any felonies? What's going on? Yo, what's good with y'all?
I got a dismissed assault charge. It should be going though. My record got expunged. I really didn't do it.
Everything I
Um,
did was before I was 18. So I'm
That's the
good.
only
Same,
like, that's
actually,
the
yeah.
only, and it shouldn't even be on my record. And if you really, you have to spell my name wrong to even see that my record was expunged in the beginning, because you have to spell my name. I forgot how they spelled it. You have to spell it wrong. In the state of North Carolina, if you hand them your ID and say, "Hey, this is my first and last name,"
Yeah.
they still don't look at it. Not even in North Carolina. New York did that to me too, but they spelled my name wrong. I really didn't do nothing. She should have got her ass beat though. But I didn't. I didn't beat her ass.
I feel like we just took you back to a certain time.
Right.
Son, yeah. I was in college, yo. They recruited me to North Carolina, and they big on sports. Black people are good at sports, so they kind of just lied to me to get me out there. And I was out there, and this white girl, we was cool in the beginning, and then one day she just was angry with a friend of mine, and she like stood like they put all the black kids in one dorm, and she stood in the staircase and she screamed the N-word at us. But I was like, I didn't do nothing to you. What's wrong with you? Like, you angry? And she ended up, she had to deal with certain circumstances, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't do anything to her because I just knew the universe had her. And I watched the universe have her. Yeah. The universe had her. The universe handed her ass to her, and then she took everybody, like almost everybody that was in the staircase to court.
Mm.
And
Are
then,
you
yeah, but
serious?
like, God is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, my grades was good. I just hated the school. And like, my teachers was like, nah, she didn't like. She's a good student.
Yeah.
And when I went to the courthouse, this is how the case fell apart. I went to the courthouse and the lady was like, "Where you from?" And I'm like, "I'm from New York." And she's like, "Oh, I heard about you. Yeah, you get in a lot of trouble in New York." I'm like, "Miss, I don't even have a record. Like, I've never seen a courtroom. As bad as I am, I've never seen a courtroom." That was my first time. And I did a school play, and the director of the play was a lawyer. And he was like, "Yo, just sit right here." And 15 minutes later, he was like, "Yo, go back to the school." I went back, and then another lawyer called me and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna expunge your record. Don't worry about it." And I spoke to my teacher. My teacher was like, "Yeah, I got a call from the courthouse, but I know you didn't do it." And I thanked him, and I was like, "I thank you so much, but I really didn't." He was like, "No, I know. Like, I spoke to the people. Nobody saw me do anything. I just was like, I gotta go back to New York, and I gotta get there in one piece. So this is stupid."
Right.
I told her though. I said, I'm gonna withdraw from this school, and if you want to say it again when I withdraw, I'll give it to you. You can get that ass waxed. But I really ain't touch it, so you can't. The weapons are formed, but they can't prosper.
I genuinely want to experience a situation like that where someone calls me an N-word because I really want to see how I react. I know how I think I'll react with it be a fucking slap.
You know
to the
what
face.
though? You'll think that it's gonna be
Yeah.
like, nah, I'm validating, but then sometimes it's like you think about it, like I
Yeah.
have so much on the line.
Too
Like
much.
I let a girl. She punched me in my forehead. She was because I was ducking, and she just happened to catch the side of my forehead. I let her get away with that because I'm like, yo, I'm about to transfer to a 4-year college, like, and I'm about to play the victim. I'm about to be like, ah, that hurt. Like, and I told her, like, after I say, yo, I'm gonna mess your life up now, like, cause this is all I have. All I had was school and lacrosse, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna mess your life up, cause now you can't play ball and none of that. And the dean was like, she told the dean she was scared of me. So when it came out, the dean was like, yo, y'all been, beefing. I was like, nah, I'm really shook. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think she could live where I live. And she had to go, you know what I'm saying? And, I hate that it had to play out that way, but I got things I got to do. It's just like now I'm in the audio industry. I'm not about to act the fool. Like, I'm pulling the most Caucasian moves. Like, now I'm getting in the car, I'm tucking my fur, and we're just going to have to handle it another way.
And I feel like that's smart. Like, how do y'all feel about the whole idea behind artists, walking around with security? Like, some people from the streets would be like, oh, you from the hood, you popping all this shit, why you got security? But then when you look at a situation that, like, what happened with XXX, right? Where was his security?
I think people misconstrue what having security really means. Like, an idiot will tell you that security means that you pussy. Or that you can't walk around nowhere. When really you never seen a fan get weirdly crazy over somebody, and then you pulling on people's clothes, and then you following them. They go in one store to get food with their family, and you following them. That's weird.
These artists are mobile businesses. Like,
yeah, like
these money, like this money goes to like not just them, but to their team. It's a whole corporation, but in one person's body. So like, I don't see anything wrong with security. I would have security once you reach a certain tax bracket. You need security.
And people are really good at bumping you on your shoulder and then making your wallet pop out. Like, I can't afford that.
And are these street rules like the people made up that just people follow to the day they die? I think they're the most stupidest shit ever. It's usually because it's based off an ego thing,
and it's always coming from the people who would never be able to afford security. You know what I'm saying? People
or even live at that life,
live that level, have that status. So it's just like it's something that's foreign to them. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have security. That's
I know I'm gonna have.
But you know what though? It's like you gotta find creative ways to handle things. Cause me, like I don't deal with cops. Like I don't. We don't trust the cops.
Right.
No.
So it's like when people do, like when the girl did that college thing to me, like they asked me if I wanted to press charges, and I said yeah, but I couldn't even go through with it because I'm just like I don't like y'all neither. Like now I just gotta go to your coach. I gotta tell your coach I don't like that you be playing because I go to the games. Now you just gotta ride the bench. Like you gotta get creative with it, but it's like. I had to learn that. I'm still learning that because I'll sit here and I'll say all of this, but I'm not at the point where I've perfected that. So it's like some people will really get me out of character. And it's like, nah, now we just have to handle this. You got to fight me. But I don't always want to be that way, son. Like, I'm getting way too big for that. Like, but it's hard. It's hard. Like,
some people really deserve it. They deserve to get slapped in the face, yo.
Yeah.
Y'all really be asking for it.
I wanted to be shorty up. It took everything in me, but it was like, I don't have no plan.
You got to hold people accountable by the shit they be saying, man. People be thinking they can say whatever and they won't be held accountable. That's the thing, man. Yeah. People be talking crazy and they think they're untouchable. And it's like, in that moment, you're going to feel some type of way. I'm not saying, like, violence is the only way, but we're all human.
It's just like when people find a way to be disrespectful when they don't know you and they say, oh, but you can't handle the truth. You have to deliver that properly. Like I was one of those people. I would like retweet people's stuff and say what I felt, but the delivery was wrong. Right. And then people would come at me and I'm like, oh, you really can't take the truth. You stupid. But my delivery was just very spicy. Like
if you're judging my character or you're calling me out my name, you can't be surprised how I react if you see a fucking fist coming from the side of your head. Like you just can't be surprised. So, but yeah, again, violence is never the answer. Shouldn't be the first choice.
Right.
I mean. It depends.
It depends, man. Like if you gotta defend,
we do be talking crazy on here. I don't know what we be having. We need to watch our back when we leave the studio some nights.
Ain't nobody doing nothing to me.
I ain't never had no God forbid, knock on wood, but I never had that situation where I was walking somewhere, people ran up on me, nothing like. And I've walked in crazy neighborhoods late at night before, and I've never had that.
I ain't gonna lie. I think you need to get into a rap beef. Like soon in your career.
What?
I think you do, man, because I think that beef sells, right?
Oh Lord,
that's hilarious, yo.
If people just see you as like this positive, like conscious dude, they're gonna be like, "This nigga pussy." Then they're gonna try you. So I think you need to get some beef. Like,
I'm not gonna attract that. You know what I'm saying? If it comes my way, if somebody comes my way, I'm gonna defend myself as the man I am. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely not looking for that. I don't need that negativity in my life. I've been around that my whole life. I done seen niggas lose their lives over it, go to jail over it. I'd rather talk shit out because, like, trust me, man, like, I've been in a position where I fought, niggas that was in the gang, fought Crip niggas before that was coming at me, and, like, they threatened my life after because they lost the fight. Right. You know what I'm saying? Why deal with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that whole beef shit. I mean, it's entertaining, it's cool, but I don't get involved in none of that shit, man.
I've only been in 3 fights my entire life. It was in sophomore year, junior year, and senior year. 2 wins. Decisive wins. The third one was not a loss. It was not a win. I consider it a draw because the cops came and stopped the fight. No one was knocked out. Nobody was bleeding. So yeah, I'm 2-0 in my opinion.
That's what's up. I mean,
You know what I mean?
you out here undefeated.
I guess.
I got jumped one time, so I guess.
What was that like? I've never been jumped, yo.
That shit was ass. Like,
how did it start? Like, did you feel it coming?
Well, at the time, this was like early on when I was probably like in my I think I was in like 8th grade, 7th grade, right? And at that time, I had no real sense of defense because I was hanging around like niggas that like were not really have my back like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we were all young. You know what I'm saying? It was unexpected.
Stop making excuses. They just didn't have your back because they wasn't like that.
And then it was some blood niggas from Linden that came riding on their bikes.
Linden Boulevard?
Huh?
Linden Boulevard?
No, Linden, New Jersey. So they was rolling up or whatever. It was me and one of my boys. Me and him ain't friends no more. But at the time, that was my boy. And this nigga just dipped. Boy, hopped on his bike. It was gone on me, bro. Yo, he was so gone. He's skinny. He was skinnier than me, so he was way faster on his bike. So
that nigga was blown in the wind.
Yo, that nigga was gone, son. And then after that, them niggas caught me, bro. And they just felt like terrorizing niggas because we was young. They was older than us, and got jumped.
Never forgot that.
I got jumped twice in a week.
Right after that, I started lifting weights. And I swear to God, nigga, I had a bench in the attic. That's when I started getting bigger because I was just like, nah, that was the last time anything like that ever happened to me.
I'm sorry, see y'all.
Yeah, it's all right because I had no older brothers. I didn't have nobody teach me. I had to that's I would consider that the only, I guess you can call it a fight that I lost because I've never lost a fight and I've been in a lot of fights. But that to me wasn't a fair fight. It was I got jumped.
I got jumped twice in a week.
In a week?
Yeah.
That's a fucking stressful ass
twice
week.
in a week.
Goddamn.
You might have been asking for that second one. If the first one might have been a surprise, but
what happened?
The second one might have been something you was asking for.
Who was hating you like that?
I don't know though.
Yo,
was it the same people?
You don't know, but you don't give me the benefit of the doubt. Trash. I know he's not my friend. Yo. I know who's not my man.
Fuck out of here. I'm joking.
I'm joking. Hold on. Get out of here.
Stop playing with me. I'm joking.
I'm joking.
Right?
Those are jokes.
Nah, look. So I was in 12th grade. It was prom week. So
what season was this? I think that matters too, because niggas are more aggressive.
It was the summer.
Okay.
Well, it was like going into summer. It was ended of spring. My prom was in the beginning of June, so it was going into summer. Okay. So now I was cool with this group of girls, and out of nowhere, I ended up cause I move through social groups all the time, and I ended up befriending this other girl. So I noticed the distance would come between me and the group, but I didn't want to cause I be in my head no, you bugging, you know what I'm saying? And then they just stopped talking to me. Till this day, I don't know why. But it was just okay, whatever. I don't care. Y'all being weird. Y'all knew each other longer anyway, so cool. And then one day I just noticed they just was throwing smart comments at me. And I was just oh, that's weird. Girls do stupid shit. So I'm in Spanish class, and now one of the girls in the group, she thought she was the hardest. And she was like the backbone of the group. Her and this other girl. They don't belong in my Spanish class. But for some reason, because my teacher would always tell me, oh, that's not what you're supposed to do. Do what you're supposed to do. For some reason, that was okay. And I don't remember what happened. I don't know how we ended up talking to each other because I'm at the desk. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm ignoring them. I said something. She said something to me. And I said, what? And she said it again. And I don't even say this. So I know I was mad. I was like, what? Suck my dick. And I don't even say, I hate when women say that, but I just was like, I'm tired of y'all. Y'all getting on my nerve. I'm sick of it. Y'all not going to bully me. Yeah. And then she said, say it again, I dare you. I said, you dare me? Suck my dick. She got up in the Spanish class, me and her fighting. Now, she's a big, big girl. I'm built athletically, but I ain't big. She's a big girl. So we throwing down, and she's really trying to get me on the ground. And I'm telling her why I'm punching her. It's not going to work. So then the other 5 girls jump in. So now we just going at it. So I'm like, as long as I got one of y'all, it's cool. And as long as my face ain't to the rest of y'all, I'm good. So now I'm tough and short. I finally got the big girl on the floor. So now I'm beating you up. Then I feel them they kicking me and all that. I move my head. One of them kicked her. And I'm like, oh, y'all using your feet. Now I got to really hurt you. So now I'm just throwing it down. So then they break it up. One of the girls, she was a student, never spoke in class, wasn't about it. Ran in the girls' bathroom. I ran right in that bathroom. She like, no, leave me alone. I'm like, fuck out of here. You just jumped me. You got
Like,
the
what?
dog. So that happened. They call my house, whatever. I see them by the Chinese restaurant. I'm like, nah, it ain't over. Y'all, we all just gotta do it. Fight the big girl again. Bet, where your friends at? Don't know where they at. We go 2 days later. Everybody's like, all right, cool. I'm leaving the gym. They all right there. Every time I saw y'all, every time I see one of them, it's on. I hear, we fighting. Wow, the rest of the group come. Same thing. I get on the floor. It's cool. Y'all can't touch my face.
Where your friends
None of
at?
that. I ain't really. I ain't really have none.
Damn.
But it's like it took 6 girls. I wasn't on the floor one time. I didn't leave that with a scratch. Nothing. My body just hurt. And then it was crazy because like they knew what they was doing. They would like catch me when I was in the gym for a period where I wasn't cool with nobody. Because I did have like a few people, but I don't know that those people would have fought for me anyhow. So it was just perfect because I'm going to throw down for me. But I don't know that those people would have fought for me. But they did argue for me. Like I used to see people be like, nah, y'all not touching her. And I'm like, all right, well, if y'all try it, just know, like, I'm not one of those people that is one and done or that go down easily. 6 girls could not get me on the floor. Y'all didn't scratch my, like, if I'm jumping somebody and it's 6 of us, I'm not satisfied. Like, you got to at least have a scratch somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not just saying it because it's me. Like, on my mother's grave, I didn't have a scratch on me or nothing. My body just was hurting.
And now, fast forward to 2018, you're cool with those girls as your best friends.
Are you dumb?
Those are your homies.
Are you dumb? Facts.
They don't thank me later next week.
Facts. I'd be like, sis, remember when y'all jumped me?
That'd be a dope interview. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, that would be.
Y'all might start
That'd be a
fighting
lot
again.
of tension, right?
Yeah,
right.
like-
Get that shit on camera.
Word.
Nah, that'd be crazy.
It would. I can be cordial, but it would never be friendly. Never.
Nah,
Hell no, you jumped me
Never.
twice. Fuck
Nah.
out of here.
Son, 6 of y'all though.
Nah, that
Yeah,
shit was
don't come
crazy.
near
6
me.
of y'all.
That's crazy.
And none of y'all had the. But I respect the big girl that I fought. I don't respect her, but I respect her position because I've been in that position to where people act tough around you because they know you tough. Like I can't say that she wasn't tough, but I can say her whole group wasn't. Like there's probably one other girl. I told you it was 2 backbones. There was one other girl I could say she was tough on her own.
And the rest were just feeding off the hype of the others.
Yeah, they just wanted to be like they wanted to make sure that their friend was proud of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? None of them was like that. It was 2 girls that was like that. Other than that, they was not like Shorty was a straight A student.
Wow.
I'm talking about ran in the bathroom and locked the girls' bathroom. So now nobody on our floor can use the bathroom. Like
Wow,
you're not about
that's
that.
extra.
You're not about
That
that.
is
But she
extra.
knows she wasn't about it. She wasn't playing her position properly. So she went in the bathroom and was like, let me gather myself.
I hope they're listening to this podcast so they can eventually come on and we can just hash this out. Y'all can be cool.
Are you
know what I mean?
shitting me?
It's over.
Are you
It's
shitting
over.
me?
That was in high school.
It
right?
is over,
Y'all
but
grown
that's
as hell
it's
now.
certain.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I'm
over.
grown, but that's just not something that
Mm-mm.
It's not like I let it go. I'm past it. Like
No,
I'm
you
proud.
don't sound like it.
I let it go.
I
I'm
mean,
past it.
if
But
when
why
you
would I
speak
let
about it, you're
somebody
gonna-
close to me? Like why would I let that kind of person close to me?
Especially where you at right now. You doing positive things.
I'll
out
fuck
here.
around and hire the big girl as security, and she gonna be tight. She works for me. She gonna be tight. She works for me.
Yo,
Like,
that would
yo,
be
fix
ironic
yourself,
as
looking
hell.
That'd be
stupid.
nuts.
That would be ironic as hell.
No, it'd be dope if she's like working security at the first venue, like your first big venue, like live
Right.
show type shit. That'd be some shit.
That'd be
I'ma
crazy.
tell
Some
them.
full circle shit.
I'm gonna tell the venue like I'm be like, hey, how you doing? You remember me? You don't? Well, you can go ahead and get your stuff. You ain't working tonight. Yeah, you don't even. I don't want you to secure nothing around me.
Yo, it sound like you ready to fight right now. The way your tone,
Nah,
you
not
got kind of
even.
like, you got ready. Like,
Nah, I'm
it sound like you
grown.
got took
I
it back
feel
to
like
that
Lee
moment.
got the hands.
Man, I had to.
I feel like
Had
she
to.
got the
Had
hands.
to fight. I fought
bro.
all the time. I got kicked out of school for fighting.
Mm.
I fought this boy and got kicked out.
Mm.
I got
whooped
my
that nigga
security
ass.
right here. I'm good. I mean,
I fought him. I just was fighting. I just was fighting. Honestly, just was wilding out.
A lot of anger.
I mean that, and people was bothering me. People was like, "You're not gonna bully me."
Nah, you're not.
Like it's only but so much you're gonna say before I just be like, "All right, are we fighting?"
Hey, what's
Yeah.
up?
Like,
I
yeah, and
understand.
then I also have like a big heart. So like, if I love somebody, if that's my friend, and you bullying them, it's just like, do that to me.
Right.
Yeah.
So now the problem is mine.
Right.
Now you tried it with me. Now I gotta beat you up.
It's weird. I've gotten to like mad arguments, like loud debates with my friends, and like I gotten to the point where I want to punch them in their face, but I don't know. It's something about you're fighting your friends. It just feels different to me. Like I could fight a stranger, but not one of my friends.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I've gotten so mad over 2K. that I wanted.
Yeah.
I remember when I was like in high school, we had one game in 2K, and I was like getting my ass kicked.
You want to fight over 2K?
I know. I have a bad temper
Nah, that's
over
real.
stupid shit, and I'm Petty Murphy, bro.
Really?
Yeah, but I've grown out of it, and I've learned how to control myself. But growing up, worst temper, bro.
What the fuck? What makes you mad nowadays? Like,
I don't get mad. I get annoyed.
what annoys you nowadays?
A lot of things. I'm a very irritable person, but I don't acknowledge or express everything that annoys me because it's insane.
You sound like real annoying. Like,
What?
I feel like I don't know. I can't think of an example.
Bro.
I sound mad.
But if it's like
annoying?
if it's like something so small to like the average person and it gets you pissed off,
Nah,
that sounds
nah,
annoying.
nah. I can't say that because it's true. Sometimes it might be something so small to a regular person.
I don't know. You drive Uber, so does the person not putting their seatbelt on piss you off?
No, see, that. It's not like that. It's like I don't know how to explain it. What's a good example? Like I don't know. Like if we're just meeting somebody, right? Like let's say you brought me to meet a group of your friends, and you have one friend that just can't stop talking. Like that type of shit.
Yeah.
Like you guys are probably used to whatever. For me, it's just mad annoying, and it's like when I'm around super hyper people, it kind of drains my energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that kind of annoys me. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like it's just an example. Like
I'm kind of the same way. I don't like people who talk real loudly in quiet places.
right,
Like
right.
at my job, like it's most of the time it's quiet, but people just have to just talk loud as shit.
Yeah, shit gets annoying.
I don't like when people get on the train and then they have like they radio playing
Yeah, I feel like that's
Yeah.
rude as
or they
hell.
phone.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
I
that's
saw a
rude.
man with a boombox. I'm talking about the
Same.
boombox the size of Radio Raheem's. It lit up and all of that. Playing that shit on the train.
Those
He
shit-
was playing reggaeton. I was so
Oh
upset.
my goodness,
I
going
feel like
in,
those guys
nobody
are
was there.
creeps, and like they try to like play the music to like impress the girl, get the girls to dance or some shit. I feel like that's how they think.
I feel
honestly.
like that's the shit they be trying to do in their head. They think that's gonna work.
yeah.
That's weird. That's strange to me.
So you kind of just got passionate about the fighting thing, but I have another topic that I feel maybe you both will, but I feel like mostly Lee. This is kind of in my head how I interpreted this and my perspective on this. So at the Camp Flognaw Festival in California, that's Tyler the Creator's Festival.
Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
I'm tight. I wasn't there.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same.
The $225 for a ticket though.
Plus the flight and hotel and all that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
And
like,
the fires. I'm not going nowhere in the
I
fire.
understand, like this is a whole amusement park, but $225, and you know I still gotta fly there and stay somewhere, bro.
Bruh. So Jaden Smith, he during his performance, he announced on stage that Tyler the Creator was his boyfriend, but it came off in like a joking way.
Mhm.
It didn't
'Cause it
seem
was
like
a
a
joke.
serious thing, right? So I was curious. Do people who are homosexual, I guess? I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the right way to say
That
it.
is so crazy. You can call me gay.
Yeah.
You can call me that.
Do gay people get offended when people make jokes about being gay? Like I don't know.
Well, I mean, I can't speak for gay people. I can speak for me.
Yourself.
When straight people make jokes about being gay,
But they're not like.
but they're not. Well, I mean, in Jaden Smith's case, did I get offended? No. He's one of those free spirit type of guys. So is Tyler. I get offended when the jokes are mean.
Yeah.
And derogatory.
Yeah, I don't know that I wasn't offended because he said that's my boyfriend. I expect something like that from them.
It was just so random, and I feel like it didn't have to be done. I kind of got like I felt some ways like, yo, why are y'all doing this? Seemed like y'all kind of making a mockery of that culture, like that lifestyle.
I can
For
understand.
no reason.
I can understand
I can
how
understand that,
how
yeah.
somebody might perceive it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get that.
And it was just like the most random thing. So
It
I
was
just-
random. Like when I heard that, I was like, they doing this as a publicity stunt. It's like,
And then a week later, Jaden had the nerve to drop a trash project. Like my nigga, how you make a terrible joke and get all these headlines?
what project did he drop?
He
What's
dropped some mixtape, the Cool Tape, Sunset Story tape thing. I don't know.
It's nothing compared to the album.
Nah, it's
dropped-
trash.
Oh,
His album
no.
was good.
Yeah.
I heard
Sire.
his album was fire.
Yeah, Sire was
still
a
haven't
great
given it a
album.
listen.
Yeah.
It's a great album.
Who
But-
would have thought Jaden Smith?
Exactly. That's
who-
what I
who
said when I
was-
listened to
who
it.
was rapping with Justin Bieber would have delivered a solid project.
Like
Um,
Sire was really a
I
solid.
think I read an
Nobody.
interview sometime that like Will and Jada let them like smoke weed and shit when they were like 13, 14, like mad young.
That's absurd.
So I feel when those type of drugs hit you pretty young, they affect your mindset going forward. So I feel that's why he's.
But
kinda
they also
on
raised
that
them
weird
very
artsy shit.
free.
Yeah.
So like to a caged egg, a free egg is different.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like he raised like Jaden went to somebody's prom with a Batman suit and a tie.
That was fire. I would do that.
Was that fire?
If I had one like that, I was
No,
fired.
I was dead
That
ass.
No, but
shit.
like who else is
the way she said it, like, was that?
That's
fire?
just me.
Shit was mad poetic. Was it fire?
Yeah, like
It was different, I guess. It's still a suit. like, you know what I mean? He just had the
It's
mask
still
on
a
too.
suit.
Like,
I've never heard that argument, but you're right. It is a
Still
suit.
Yeah.
It's technically a suit.
Wow.
yeah, like fuck it. I wouldn't do that to my wedding, but I would do it to like
A prom or some shit.
Well, I'm not
But
going,
like,
I'm not going nowhere.
But
no proms.
it wasn't like he was homeschooled. It wasn't his prom. Like you did that at somebody else's prom. And I'm not saying I feel like he's wrong, but like just to play devil's advocate, a girl's prom is like close to her everything, close to her wedding. Some women only go to prom.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
It's
you
the height
wore-
of their life for some people.
And you wore a Batman suit.
He probably still smashed though, whoever he's with.
Wow, this is insane.
He probably did. She probably was
That-
fucking with
And
it.
That's
true
crazy.
though, but the fact that he wore a Batman suit is way more memorable than if he only just wore a regular tux.
Yeah.
He's Jaden Smith.
But-
Everyone knew.
But on top of being Jaden Smith, he wore a
Bro.
Batman.
And that was
suit.
years ago. And we're talking about it now. I feel
Still
so.
talking
So we
about
wouldn't talk about it as much if he wore like a fucking
I'm
Gucci
just
suit
saying. I'm just saying.
with the
Point.
fucking Kanye slippers or whatever. Yeah,
Right, like
I don't
he's
know.
outrageous.
he also wore that Batman suit to Kanye's wedding.
Did he?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's funny
That's
as
fire.
Kanye
hell.
was hype about it,
Yo.
supposedly.
Yo,
What?
Supposedly, Kim was kind of like, "What are you doing?"
I,
What are you
I don't know
doing?
which one of y'all gonna get married first, but I'm pulling up in a Batman suit. Dead ass. You can't stop me.
It's gonna be me, and you're not coming in.
Ah!
Wait, you getting married first?
I'm definitely gonna get married. No, I'm lying. CR's in a whole like, yeah. It's gonna be you. What are we saying?
True.
What?
It probably,
It's
it
gonna be
probably
you.
will be you
I don't
first.
know.
It'll be you.
I don't know. Me and my girl be arguing sometimes. It seems like it's about to be over. Then next week we good. I don't know. CR don't seem like you have any problems with this girl.
See, that's not true.
I'm sure they argue.
There's-
a lot.
I'm sure you argue,
We have discussions. We don't really, you know what I'm saying? We have disagreements. We don't never yell at each other, no shit like that.
Yo,
We don't.
CR, be
We
quiet,
don't.
man. Nah,
I don't
son.
know.
We don't.
Bro, you never raise your voice at your girl.
I didn't say we never did. I said we don't though.
So yeah, what does that mean, CR? What does
So
it
that
mean?
means when we're dealing with an issue, our goal isn't to yell at each other. I'm not saying
That's
we don't.
never the goal.
But there's you can control that. Yelling in your argument or discussion, like that shit don't solve nothing. Especially with me or her, because we both have stubborn personalities. If we yell, ain't nothing getting solved. We're gonna be mad.
Word.
That's why we don't do that shit. Some people, everybody has different conflict resolution styles.
Mhm.
Some people have some that work. Some people have some that don't work. But it's really about your discipline. Honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and yell at my girl because I know she gonna yell at me back. I'm gonna get pissed, and we're not gonna solve shit. And I
Yeah.
don't want that tension lingering. Hey, some people just handle it different than others. I'm not saying my relationship is nowhere near perfect, but
Yo,
we
you
just
already
handle
sleeping
the-
with her. You don't have to say none of this, CR.
I know I don't. I'm keeping it real.
Yeah.
This is my reality. Some
I
people
hear you.
can't relate.
How you
Yeah.
be?
Some
Oh,
people
look,
can't
okay,
relate.
okay.
I'm
All
just
right.
saying, maybe you
All
can't
right.
relate.
All right, CR. It was a joke. I obviously can relate. I date crazy women. They not letting nobody yell at them. Relax.
Okay.
Yeah.
My girl and I actually had an argument over this weekend. Actually,
Why you always arguing?
I don't know.
You have
I
to
don't
think about that shit.
I don't remember what this argument was about. Really, I don't. Damn, I wish I could remember. But I did say some foul shit. I ain't gonna lie. And
It happens,
and
but then don't make it right, Jeff. I'm not on your side.
but I don't know. We just end up just being on our phones and separating for like a good hour or two. Sometimes the rest of the night. Then the next morning we're good. We sleep it off. Cause when we get mad, it's like you said, like we just yelling. We're not solving anything.
and
That's
that's the
me.
best time to just be like, yo, all right, I'm not
I'm
talking
good
to you
That's
right
me,
now.
but I've
we was in a
learned-
hotel room, so I
yeah.
couldn't really go nowhere.
That's
So
me.
I'm literally right next there.
Mm.
But
I've learned that like I have to tell people while I'm angry, like yo, just give me a minute.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
give me a minute, cause I'm gonna violate. Like
And
I'm
they
gonna
have to understand
violate.
that. They have to understand that.
I'm gonna say something that you be like, yo, I never thought you would do that. And
yeah,
I'd be like, yeah, me neither. But I said that though.
I regret
Mhm.
what I said. That was some wild shit. But
Yeah, see?
we good now. What you mean? Yeah, see.
But
You
that's-
need to tell people you need a minute.
You need
Oh,
a minute.
Because we don't need to be apologizing all the time, son.
Yeah.
And I had to be that person to understand that about my girl because I used to keep pushing her. Cause like when she gets mad, she stops talking. You know, when she gets super frustrated, she shuts down. And me, I'm just like, yo, you like I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to figure shit out right now. I want you to talk
probably
about this
hate
shit
that
right
shit.
now. She hated that
Yeah,
shit.
I believe it.
So it's like through trial and error, which I was obviously error, that's when I realized I just gotta leave her alone. Cause then she'll be able to come back to me and talk to me with some sense. Cause right now I'm just pushing her. And it's just annoying. Like, who wants that?
I do think on the low, like Lee has a baby mama she's hiding from the world. Though I ain't
Yo,
gonna hold
this
you.
is-
I really do believe that.
What
Listen,
you talking
because
about,
you
Lee?
you got all these perspectives and comments on our
Yo.
shit. You coming from experience, so I think you got a baby mama in the back closet somewhere that you about to put a ring on it in 2019. And that's just what I think. That's my hot
She
take.
gonna come
of the
out of
podcast.
nowhere like, yeah, we've been together
That's
for
my
like
hot
2
take of the
years.
podcast.
I mean,
Valentine's Day, Lee will not be alone.
Right? Where she gonna be at
I
Valentine's
don't think I'll be
Day?
alone for Valentine's Day.
Hey.
But I mean, you know,
Lee got all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mhm.
Lee,
know.
you got the joints, yo.
I don't
got
like.
it.
Or you,
I don't. But
Yeah.
if they decide to come back into my life and it works, and you know
Mhm.
we've grown, I'm telling you now, I'm not wasting no time. You're right. I'm locking it down. Like, I'm not wasting no time.
That's what's
I'm
up.
done. I'm doing my growing.
mm.
That's
And
what's up.
if the right one, because I don't have a past, but if the right one that I walked by before
Mhm.
decides to come back,
Mhm.
man, listen,
Mm.
we could throw all of these old tapes away.
Mm.
How do y'all
I'm all in love.
if you had an ex, like, could you see yourself going back to an ex, or like CR, like, y'all feel how y'all feel about going back in the past? Or do y'all just feel
Sometimes you have to split in order for it to work. One of my cousins, she was with this girl 4 years for high school.
Mhm.
They broke up for 7 years. They about to get married.
that's
They restored all kinds of hope. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like that's important though, because you said they know each other since high school, right?
Yeah.
So if they didn't have that break, I felt like there would have been more issues that would have came later on in that marriage if they would have stayed together the whole time. Not saying specifically then, but in general, because when you're in a relationship since high school, y'all have no idea what it's like to just be yourself and be a single individual adult in the world.
you don't know yourself.
Yes, you don't know yourself. So I feel like that break was like probably the best thing for them, and I think that's why they ended up getting married, because they.
Hey Tasia.
Got
Tasia
to-
said she missed me.
Hi, Tasia.
Hey
Who's
Tasia.
that?
See,
Okay.
you're annoying. I knew you was gonna
Who's
take that there.
Tasia?
I was
That-
gonna say it, but you got it before.
Yeah,
me.
What?
Thank
I'm
you.
saying
That's
like,
my friend.
oh,
Y'all are
and you
just
said
sick.
she's just
Friend.
a friend.
Y'all are sick.
And you
You
said
sick.
she's just a
Y'all-
friend.
Wow.
Hey,
Oh shit!
Y'all
Yeah.
are sick,
Woo!
boy.
how many people in
Yeah.
that chat right now? They all your exes?
Real-
What's going on?
Oh shit!
All
X
these-
Games.
He's on fire
Games?
today. I don't know where
Oh.
this is coming
All
from.
these exes in the chat right now. What's up,
Imagine
bro?
the whole chatter burned down.
Yo, let me
The
show, let me
whole
show y'all the
chat.
pimp of the
Like,
podcast.
chill, stop.
It's Lee.
Hey.
It's Lee.
Hey.
She's the pimp of the
Yo,
podcast.
I'm trying to tell y'all, the chat would burn down. Like,
Bro,
Pimpin' Pod over
I'm,
here.
yo,
son, and he's the gasser, bro. He's
Yo,
gassing it
what's up,
all
yo?
up.
Hey, guess.
nah, yo, the chat would be non-existent if all my past
Mm.
people decided. They'd be like, what? Was
Mm.
she talking to you when we was, nah.
I'm
can't have
fascinated by this relationship talk. I got another scenario, right? So my girl, Iggy Azalea, right?
Oh my god.
She kind of let me down, yo.
Mm.
She fucking with Playboy Cardi, right?
Are you serious?
Playboy Cardi is under the same association, same label with A$AP Rocky. In the past, Iggy and A$AP Rocky used to fuck with each other. How do y'all feel about like homie hopping? Like, do y'all?
I think that shit is whack. It's a code.
Yeah, you don't do that.
You don't do
Don't do
that
that.
shit, bro. I feel
Iggy,
strongly
come
about that
on,
because it
Iggy.
happened to me.
You don't do.
What?
Because it happened to
Sorry,
me.
son. I'm sorry. That's out of line.
And you know, the even
Break it
worse-
down,
Yes.
CR.
It happened
Yeah.
to me, and it's funny because I had an interview on the Hush podcast and I talked about this. It happened with the girl I lost my virginity to, right?
Oh my god.
Yo,
Girl, you lost your virginity to homie hop.
yo, she was a homie hopper.
I wish you
bro.
had a sister
But she was so
to
beautiful.
beat her up.
She was so beautiful
gotta
though. That's
pay
what
for
I would
got
tell
me.
my moms, yo. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what got
like
me
mom,
though.
yo.
She was
She
so
heard me.
beautiful. So anyway, I was dating her. I was in my freshman year high school, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought I was in love. She was Puerto Rican. She had the long brown hair.
Accent?
Oh, a little bit. She was Puerto Rican and from the Bronx. So you know, she had that. What you doing? What's going on? Like.
Should have known, man.
Yeah, but it was dope because I liked that. She was crazy, and that's when I was attracted to the crazy girls. You know what I'm saying? So we was dating or whatever. Lost my virginity to her in my homie's bathroom, right? Yeah, crazy, right? We were all chilling at his apartment, and like me and her went to the bathroom. That's how it happened, right? Long story short, though, not only did she end up hooking up with one of my friends after we broke up, but off that first time, she lied and said she was pregnant.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh
What?
shit, I'm losing my
Arr.
shit. I'm in my freshman year of high school. I'm like, what the fuck's going on, bro? But to be real with you, because she was so pretty and
He
I was
was
so
like-
stupid,
He was like, I'm keeping this.
I was like,
Savage.
yo, I guess I'm gonna be a father, y'all. I gotta get a job. I was ready to take care of this baby. Yo, I was like, yo, at least she looked good. You know what I'm saying? I was so ignorant, so fucking ignorant.
This might be the real birth of conscious rap right here. Like, you came out on the
And
other side
then-
more conscious, more
yeah.
aware.
And then she end up with your friend.
Yeah, and then funny thing is, he was in on it when she was lying about being pregnant.
Oh, shit.
Not only did they end up being together in a relationship, but she actually like really took this nigga to meet her parents. This nigga done bought her a necklace, all types of shit. I was just like,
You
hey,
snooze, you lose, bro.
I
You
was
was
just
tight because
like-
you ain't buy her no necklace.
bro, I was just like,
Girls from the
damn.
Bronx love
Broke boy?
necklaces.
Yeah, clearly.
How you a freshman and you a broke boy?
Yo, I
Girls
was
from the
broke
Bronx
as hell,
love
bro.
necklaces, son.
How you know?
I was broke.
You wish I did with somebody from the Bronx.
I thought the girls in the
You
Bronx love
wish.
Michael Kors watches and shit. The Michael-
Jesus, I don't know what they like.
Mm.
I don't go there.
I don't know nothing. I don't
Shit
know
was
nothing.
crazy, my nigga.
I never been in that situation. I feel for you. That hurt listening to.
That's you don't do that.
You
You,
don't
do
do
not
that.
do that.
Iggy, come
Don't
on,
do
bro.
that, man.
You
I don't know if I
do
like
that.
Iggy more because of that. Because she's just straight up homie hopping.
See,
That's
shouldn't,
whack, man.
shouldn't have liked it in the first place. If we
Lee
being
sound like an
honest-
older sister, yo.
If we being
Like,
honest, you
Yeah.
shouldn't have
never
liked it in the first
I
place.
know, man. I gave her all my time in the DMs and she did this to me. Like,
Yo.
Son,
man,
no
Iggy.
regard.
All right, well, that's where y'all saying homie hopping. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, in terms of like dudes like doing it to girls who are friends.
Yo,
Is that
that's
wrong?
so
But it's
sexist.
but
It
it's
is-
wrong. But it's
it
wrong
is
for a girl
sexist,
to
but,
do
like,
it.
No, I'm not saying it's wrong.
I'm asking you, is it wrong for a girl
It's
to
not
do it?
wrong for anybody to do it. You can't help who you're attracted to.
So you would be okay with, you know, a girl that you dealt with dealing with CR.
We were never in a relationship, me and the girl. Or were we?
Yes, she's your ex.
Oh, just my straight up ex or just a girl I fucked?
She's your
No,
ex.
either like let's do your ex though. Like
Okay.
'Cause that,
if you-
I thought that was what the
yeah, I thought that was the point.
Yeah, I
Okay,
thought that was
yeah.
the question.
So if you
Go
date a
ahead.
girl and y'all break up,
Go
you
ahead.
would be okay with them dealing with CR?
Because we're not together. Yeah.
Wow.
I respect
You're
your
a free mind, bro.
Yes, I
Yeah.
respect
Talk
that.
about it, King.
I can't. I hell.
Talk
fucking
about
no.
it, King. But if if a woman come into my life with that, she not gonna make it too far.
No,
I feel like it would make it awkward between like me and CR, but I just don't want to be around him and that. I don't want to speak about that. If y'all doing that, like I don't want to know about it. Just do it.
No, you're
What?
strong. You're a strong motherfucker.
I don't give a
I
fuck.
can't do that
If I
shit.
moved on, I moved on. I'm
I-
not going back.
I understand that
I
part.
can move on, but
But
you not about
still.
to come on with my friend.
I'm thinking
Why
about
would
it.
why would my friend even allow you to make it awkward between us? That's
Yeah.
just something
I
you don't
wouldn't-
do.
I wouldn't shit on the girl. I would shit on my friend. Like if you're really my friend, that's just etiquette, proper etiquette, friendship etiquette.
True.
Exactly.
wouldn't
That's
do that.
homie
But your
etiquette,
friend
man.
wouldn't
You
be
don't fuck
tempted
with
if the girl knew
with your
better.
boy's ex, man.
No, the girl may not know better, but the friend should also know better, more so than the girl.
I feel like they both should know better, honestly, because it also depends on how the breakup occurred. Because if you did some
It
bullshit,
doesn't.
Yeah.
no,
It
I'm not. I'm
doesn't.
just saying though.
Mm.
Like I'm just saying though, because that might be the reasoning behind it for the female or whatever. But still, overall, I personally would not want to be involved with that.
Like
shit.
if I cheated on her with her friend,
That's
she
what I'm
has the
saying.
right to do that. I
If
feel.
it's that type of situation,
yeah.
So two
You know what I'm
wrongs make
saying?
a right.
I'm saying
no,
it-
but that's
two
just
wrongs
what's
don't
gonna
make
happen.
it right, but you get what you give.
Yeah, if that's what happens, that's what happens.
You
That's
get
what I
what you
deserve. That's
give.
what we deserve. That's what it is.
I do
Oh.
agree with that. You get what you give.
Yeah.
Yo, are you
Facts.
married now? Because you seem like a guru on this
you
relationship.
talking
I think
I
you're
swear
married
she
now.
got somebody
I see
in
that
the
ring,
tuck.
yo.
Yo, cut it
Yo,
out. Cut it out.
she got
I
somebody
I
in the
put a wedding
tuck,
band on
bruh.
myself. But I did.
Hey.
You did get married?
I put this wedding band on myself. I
Oh.
promised myself a few
I
things.
just realized that she really do
I
got some.
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have a new wedding band
pimp-
coming. Chill, this
the
the old one.
pimp-
Don't do that. Don't do that. chill. This not even the right one. I done got a custom
Yo.
wedding band. And they're like, yeah. And you know where that really sparked from, as ignorant as it is? Future said, wedding band rings on me lit, huh? I said, you know what? I'm going to promise myself some things. And
with that.
everybody was getting promise rings. I said, you know what? I deserve that. You know, I can't help that. I've been through a lot in relationships.
I think people use promise rings as an excuse to cheat, like a good out to cheat. Like, yeah, I gave you
Oh,
this promise
see?
ring. I'm not gonna cheat on you, but you're really cheating in the background. Like, I
never thought
think
of it
people
like
do that.
I never utilized the promise ring. Never did
For
that.
me, it was like I was seeing everybody do that, and then it was like, why I don't show myself the love that they be showing each other? Like I can love
Mhm.
myself.
That's true too.
Then I got me a wedding band, then I went and got a custom one, and it was like it's certain things. Like I affirm certain things before I put my band on.
I think the promise ring is the guy telling the girl, "I promise you,
projecting,
won't find
Jeff.
out."
You projecting. You cheated on somebody you gave a promise ring to, Jeff?
I never gave a promise ring in my life. I never even gave out a fucking ring pop. Fuck out of here.
A ring pop.
I never gave out
Oh,
anything
shit.
like that. Fuck out of here.
I've given a ring.
Speaking of Future, though, what's good with Future? Didn't he just have another kid with like Bow Wow's baby mamas?
That's
Yeah,
real?
some
Like,
shit like
That's a real
that.
thing.
Yeah, like
That nigga got like 6 kids
how many
with 6
kids?
different baby mamas.
How many kids?
I mean,
you
I
say
want
you
a
just
lot of
don't want
kids, so I
anymore?
can't say nothing. But the blended families, that's a lot of blending.
That's a lot of blending.
I
That's a
think
lot
Bow
of
Wow
blending.
dissed
That's every
Future shit at one
shade.
point, and now it's just.
I
it's
hope
so
he didn't do
awkward.
that.
I think he did, yo.
I already know he was fucking with his baby moms though. I don't know if he got her pregnant, but I know he was fucking with
How
her.
you,
I
nah,
heard
for real.
about that. Yeah.
I think so.
That's
he really
strange.
was doing
Bro,
that.
2 kids
It's like
is
it's
enough,
like
yo.
it's like it's
Why?
only
'Cause
5 women in Hollywood. I'm confused.
That's what I'm saying, because you already
It's
went
only
after
5 women
Sierra, which was
in
Bow Wow's.
Hollywood.
I was like,
Nigga,
you got something
it's-
against
it's-
Bow
what is
Wow?
that?
Like,
Amber Rose, Black China,
Sierra.
Sierra. Who the other? don't
Well,
know.
I mean, I guess you could take Sierra down now because she's married. Okay, you
Black
like
China is
this-
number 1 though. I think every dude is fucked Black China in the industry. That, from what
Wow.
I've seen.
Jesus.
Game.
Jesus, he
fucking-
did.
I think
I
Game
think
did.
so. I think so.
Tiger.
Wow. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't keep all these celebrities'
wouldn't
lives.
be
But it's
surprised.
like
When I
it's
see the
like the
headlines-
go-to women: are Amber Rose, Black China. Who else?
You probably know more
You
than
know
us.
what? Never mind.
What do
I
y'all
don't even
think?
wanna
Do y'all
do
think it's really like just the fact that how beautiful those women are, or is it their status that makes? Because it's like if you're already a celebrity, I know you have access to some of the most attractive women in the world. So it's like, what is it that makes you want to fuck with a Black China or fuck with an Amber Rose when you got a whole bunch of good-looking women who aren't on camera who probably look even better than these women that you're idolizing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
what
say you think it's because of their looks?
I'm asking. What is
Well,
it? Is it their looks? Is it
Amber
their
Rose
status?
is
Is it
cute.
their money?
You know, I feel
Amber
like
Rose is beautiful in real life. I
Oh.
seen her. I took a picture of her in Soho.
Mm-hmm.
She's beautiful in real life.
Mhm.
I
yeah.
think it's like the allure. Like, you know how certain guys will have conversations about like, oh, yo, she got some good pussy, whatever. Like, or she get that good head, whatever. Like, I feel like some dudes like that, like, where that information travels in the industry and they get curious.
But is it that though? Because you're having full-on relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just have relations?
you gotta be in a relationship to have sex sometimes.
But that's true. If it's just about the sex, then why not just have the sex? So
No,
is it
but
the status?
It's not. No, wait. You can't just have relationships with certain people. It's up to they have to decide that.
That's true.
You have to. If some dudes who
But
really just
if-
want
if-
sex will chase a
I'm not
relationship just to
going
get
that
pussy.
far. But that's lame. That means that
People
you
do
know
it.
you can't get nothing else. That means you're desperate. That shows more about you than it does anything else. I'm not chasing a relationship just because I want to sleep with a woman. Period. Like, this is not what I want. I want relations.
People
Not a
do it.
relationship.
People have time.
Damn.
I got
That's-
time.
that's
for
a
Amber Rose,
problem.
though.
But y'all still didn't answer my question. So
What's the question?
What do
My
y'all
bad.
think? What do you think is?
It can't. I don't think it's the looks.
It's not status because like
it may be looks for Amber Rose.
So all right. So if it's not looks,
These
then
girls
it's
aren't
not
famous.
So what
Who's
is
not
it?
famous?
I mean they're not like
In
I don't know. They're not
comparison to
doing
a-
anything.
But
Like,
in
what
comparison,
does Amber Rose
but in
do?
comparison
I
to a
don't know.
girl you meet at the bar, you know what I'm saying? An Amber Rose or Black China, in comparison to you meeting a regular chick at the bar, for some guys, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think it's just like people have already had these infatuations for these women, and when they finally get in a position to be next to them, then they want to go for them. I don't know. Like maybe these people have been plotting on these girls for years, and they just want to.
I think
finally
just-
get their
it could
chance.
be that too.
Some
It could be
creepy
that
shit
too.
like that. I
It
don't
could
know.
be that too. I think it also has a lot to do with media and what we plant in our minds, and like, we like familiarity. You know what I'm saying? So certain people who are deemed as sex symbols, we see them so much, we kind of already create that perception that's who they are, and then we kind of create that desire for that person.
So why wasn't nobody going after Megan Good? She been fire.
I don't know.
They let her get married.
Yeah.
Now she look all different. I'm happy she
Oh,
happy
no,
and
what you
stuff, but
mean?
good.
Hold
Nah,
up.
she just look different.
Oh.
She just look different. Maybe she just aged.
Wait, you
different.
think
I don't know.
nobody was trying to get
She's
at
so
Megan
good.
Good? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, probably
Niggas
not.
is just sending
yeah.
them
If
DMs.
I'm chasing a relationship with anyone and I just want sex, it's Megan Good. I'm not chasing that with Black China. What?
Yeah, right.
Black who?
Bro, you just call
Like
people
who?
lame who did that shit. Now you're saying you'll do it?
But I'm saying you gave me that as an example. If I was gonna do that, that's not me at all. If I was gonna do that, why wouldn't I go for somebody who you barely see
Yeah.
in the light like that?
Exactly.
I'm going for a Megan Good or even like a Lauren London.
Mhm.
I'm doing that. I'm not going for no damn Black China.
Yeah. Especially Black China, who's like a history, who has like, I guess, a really bad history of
I'm
going with
saying,
younger
like-
dudes and now fucking, I don't know, it's weird, but.
I don't think I know what Black China really looks like. Cause when I saw that sex tape drop, I was still trying to figure out if it was really her.
Yeah.
I don't even know that. I still don't know if it's
And
really
that
her.
sex tape was whack. too.
I don't think I know what she really looks like.
I've
I
never
just
seen
see
a
her
good
with
celebrity
makeup.
sex tape.
Yeah, because
ever.
they always worried about looking cute.
Celebrities don't make good sex tapes.
I've never seen a good one. Actually, no. Yo. I think it was Love and Hip Hop. What's her name?
I know who
Mimi?
you're talking about.
chick in the shower
yeah,
with the
yeah,
bald
yeah.
dude?
That one
That
was
was
fire.
good. That was probably the
You
best one.
annoying.
It wasn't worthy enough to, you know what I mean? But, like,
But out of
it was a
comparison
nice-
to the other sex tapes, like that shit was fire.
and I saw the porno that Young M.A. directed. That shit was.
That was whack.
I didn't even see
It
that.
was
I heard
whack.
about.
It was
whack.
I heard about
It
that
had-
shit,
it had a
yo.
story.
It was whack.
It had a story.
Yeah, it had a whole plot. Like, I was with it.
It was horrible.
Yo, Young May making
horrible.
porns out here, yo.
We
That's
sound hella disappointed.
direct-
Yeah, the whole
Yo.
lesbian community is disappointed.
Oh
That was
shit.
trash. That was disgusting.
Oh shit, bruh.
That was stupid.
Do y'all want like a celebrity sex tape from anybody in particular?
A sex tape.
Who do y'all want to see on camera again?
I want to see Tahiri. I don't care who she's having sex with. I just would love to see her
I
have some.
forgot all about Tahiri.
I would
Wow.
love to see a sex tape with Tahiri.
What
in
does
it.
I don't really.
Tahiri
I
do?
can't handle a sex tape with Tahiri.
She's
It would hurt my feelings.
She's a body model.
No, I know what she does, but like,
Oh.
what is she doing now? Like,
I don't
Who
fucking know.
knows?
She's
Watching
just
Love and
somewhere
Hip Hop
looking
New
good
York.
as hell.
She's in a play. She's in a
somewhere
play.
with a fat ass.
She's in a play. She is in a play.
Watch-
I know that.
I want to see. Well, no, I don't want to see Elle Varner having sex with somebody else. I want to have sex with Elle Varner.
Who is that?
Yeah, who is
Yep.
that?
Y'all know who Elle Varner is?
Don't do that. I said that.
Who is that?
The
said
chick
I
who
don't
made
We
the
both
song.
don't know. Help us.
Right.
You
Right?
niggas don't know
Teach
Elle
us.
Varner?
Like,
Am I-
educate me.
Damn, she's still underrated. She made this song.
I know that song, but who is she?
R&B singer.
I'm saying, like, what does she look like?
I
Oh.
just found my WCW. Y'all wildin'. She's fire.
Okay.
Is she
Yeah,
pretty?
Who that? I mean,
that's Elle Varner. Y'all know Elle Varner?
nah, I don't.
You
Hmm.
niggas is asleep on the R&B game. Oh my, yo.
I've been listening. I listen to R&B a lot now.
Yo, we
I'm
gonna have
not.
it there where y'all have to go through my phone
Wait,
and put
we
you on
ain't
some
asked
fire
Lee.
music.
So Lee, what celebrity would you want to see a sex tape of?
We like, what the fuck you about to ask
Yeah,
I was like,
'Cause
what?
We don't went ahead and answered
Oh
that
my
question.
Wait,
We
who
ain't
was
asked
that,
her.
by the way?
I don't know.
She was in
Her-
your DMs?
Nah, her picture.
Hold up. Oh, shit.
Her picture just popped up on my timeline.
Who
She's
that?
gorgeous.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
She's fire.
Hey.
I might have to shoot that one.
Don't put that on the camera. We don't want her
Nah,
to see
never
you.
that.
She
Never
the
that.
pimp.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
the
we
pimp,
going
y'all.
this way.
Yeah.
She the pimp
Nah,
of the
she's
group, bro.
fire. Oh my goodness. A celebrity I would want to. Leave
Look,
me alone.
she the pimp,
A
bro.
celebrity I want to see a sex tape by.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to see the sex tape. It will hurt my feelings. But I mean, you know, I'm still longing for Megan Good, Nia Long, Lauren
Mm.
London. I think that's it. Them three.
In one video?
I mean, I don't think I can
That's
handle
Black
that.
excellence right there. That's the
Yeah.
title of the porno. Black excellence.
I don't know if I could do all three together. That would
That's
really
crazy.
kill. But I would love for them to send me personally little clips.
That would be fire.
Is that creepy to say? I hope not.
no.
But you want the
I don't
clips?
think
You don't want the
that's-
full tape?
No. You could tease me. I'll be there.
Mm.
Nah, but I mean,
Built
I
the
don't even
tension.
care. I don't even care about a sex tape from them. I just like if there was anybody I could get on with, it would be one of them.
Okay.
Heard you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did y'all see that Snoop just got his Hollywood Star Walk of Fame?
Yeah.
How-
yeah.
yo, he
Congrats
deserves
to
it.
Snoop.
He worked hard, bro.
Is Snoop like the face of hip hop? Like when he's like the most recognizable artist, I feel like. Do people like when you just see hip hop, the brand, and you see the name? Is Snoop like right next to that? Like,
I would assume why not? You know, because if you think about the fact of the music he's put out, the way he's influenced hip hop, and what he's doing now, he's still gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like
he crip walked on this shit.
that nigga ain't
Yep.
never lose his gangster throughout the cooking show, his cookbook. Like he's still like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I respect Uncle Snoop, bro.
I feel
Dead eyes.
I feel he's like the most recognizable. Like when people
Yeah,
people know
everybody
Jay
knows
Z,
Snoop Dogg. Everybody
but-
knows Jay.
but Snoop is just like
Everybody knows Snoop Dogg.
there's no replacement. He's like fucking
There's
6'6".
Yeah, everybody knows Snoop, bro.
First of all, I think this is long overdue for him to even get that shit. Like I mean, I never.
That's
been,
really what it is. Was supposed to have that.
Yeah, I don't know what do you got to do to really get one of those, but or how long it takes. But
Mm-hmm.
Snoop just got his. I'm trying to think who doesn't have one. Like I know Kevin Hart just got his. That was pretty.
Does
that's pretty
Jay Z
cool.
have one?
Mm.
No, right?
Probably. I don't know.
I think Hov should have one.
I know Donald Trump.
Diddy
had,
has one.
Donald Trump had one, and they destroyed his shit. Which
They
is
did?
They keep fixing it though.
Oh,
my
shit.
Yeah, they keep
God.
fixing it.
We might need to
and
jump
I hope
over
I
doing
hope they
that.
know they're gonna continue to having to keep fixing it.
Mm. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think Hov deserves one.
if he doesn't have one. So Hope deserves one on like the Empire State Building. Like he needs his name
In
engraved
actuality,
in
yeah.
the
Right.
Empire State Building.
Yeah,
That is,
Hov definitely should. Yeah, because he put on for New York.
He did.
for sure.
He's still doing it.
Since we talking about dating, can I ask y'all something?
What's up?
I'm
Are
nervous.
y'all?
I'm nervous.
Oh, well, y'all both in relationships. I feel like the answer is gonna suck. But would y'all do dating sites?
Yes.
I did dating sites.
Yeah?
I did. When I was
Tinder.
single, I did.
Yeah.
I tried
I
Tinder.
did Tinder.
How was that for you?
Honestly, right around when I started getting hits back, that's when I met Stephanie. So that shit was like,
Yo, same
right?
actually. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like when females
they're
started finally hitting me back, that's when I was like doing shit in real life. So it was just like I never really got to meet anybody that I met. But before Plenty of Fish and fucking Tinder, I definitely bagged females from Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Twitter is definitely it. I feel like Twitter's a dating site.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, I've done that.
Do you feel like you got more attention from women when you got into a relationship? Like, just overall, like you just notice certain looks you get now, or certain comments.
It depends. Like I know what you're saying. Cause like that everybody says once you get a girl, that's when all the other girls be on you, and I feel like like when I was it depends. Like when I was in college and I was dating a girl, like cause everybody knew who my girl was, it was like females was always like trying to just see what she saw in me and like why she was like damn, like I think that's the allure of it for certain females. It's like what did she got that got his attention? You know what I'm saying?
Some women, I'm sure, get off on the idea of fucking a guy while they're in a relationship.
And that's true.
Being the side chick.
I think that's true too. I think because I know niggas think like that. A lot of niggas, they love being side pieces. They just like they wanna fuck another nigga's
They look at it
like,
for convenience. They don't really look at the fact that you're basically building bad karma around yourself.
They don't see that.
That's stupid.
They don't. And
I used to be one.
I was
me
too.
And I used to think it was okay.
I've done it.
I'm lying. I have a conscience. I never thought it was okay, but I did find some kind of justification, I guess, to it.
Did you stop it, or did they?
Did you ever have sex with somebody who was married?
Well, I mean, it wasn't just one time. Wait, what?
Did you ever have sex with somebody that was married?
Common law, yes. It wasn't an official marriage.
I would love to have that on my resume. That'd be cool.
That'd
be cool.
Yeah.
They always just fell apart. Like one would end, and then I would end it, and then we would just come back, and it just would fall apart though. It couldn't stand.
It sounds convenient, but being like the one in a relationship sounds like a stressful thing. Like having them like, well, who do I hit up this week, or what do I do this week? You know what I mean? Keep those secrets. Just be faithful, y'all. It ain't that hard.
The faithful nigga community.
We all in relationships here. One won't admit it, but we're all in relationships here.
Shut up, yo. I'm not. When I am, you'll know.
I can't wait to know.
You'll know.
I can't wait.
I'm sending that in the group chat. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stop talking about women on the show. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm in a relationship. Y'all gonna know.
Yo, when's the last time y'all been to church?
I don't go to church.
Goddamn.
Holidays coming up. I feel people go to church more often around this time. I'm curious when the last time y'all been to church.
2014.
Do you plan on going back?
No, I don't.
The last time I went to church was 2014. It was for a funeral. I don't go to church.
Damn, I didn't even count the funeral. I went to church twice then this year because I went to 2 funerals.
I don't remember the last time. I don't think I've been to too many funerals in my life. But going to church, I think I was at church in 2015 for like a Christmas. I kind of just went with my grandmother to appease her because she's very like Christian, and she just wanted me to go.
Yeah, I used to go to Christmas services at midnight and be angry about it. When I was in college, I went to an Easter service. I had to be there at like 5:30 in the morning, and it was supposed to be quick. We were supposed to be out by 6:30. I ain't leave the church till about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I was angry.
I think based on everything we said today, as soon as we said to a church, we'll just set on fire, all of us.
You know, I thought that, but I walked into one and nothing happened. I was so happy that I walked my ass out.
Oh, you just tested it.
I went in there for something, and I was like, well, nothing happened, and I don't really need this, so I'm out.
And I grew up in the church. So my uncle's
I grew up in the church.
He's a pastor, so I literally had to help because me and my cousins.
I was an altar server.
Yeah, like we had to help organize the church. Like we be doing the stuff to help run stuff in the back. So it was just like, for me, church was a job. You know what I'm saying? And church was like forced. It was like we had to go to church. I didn't have a choice growing up.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Once I did get a choice, the choice is always no.
Yeah.
But I mean, I also just believe that it's just so hypocritical in there.
It's 100%.
I was baptized a
1,000%.
Catholic. Yeah, I was baptized a Catholic. Like, and
I
don't identify as Catholic at all. I'm a spiritual person. I'm not religious at all. Like my friend had asked my little sister, "Did you like do your communion and your confirmation?" I'm like, they don't even know what that is. They don't have. No, they don't. They won't do it. My little sisters don't. They don't have to.
Right.
Like, I did all of that. You don't have to do that. It literally means nothing. The same pastor that I did my confirmation with, like, mad at them, went to jail for touching kids. Like, none of that means anything, man. Just establish a relationship with God, and
it's another
keep
business.
your hands clean.
It's another business, another industry.
That breakfast after church was always fire, though. Because it felt like you were in there for hours.
That's
you get
true.
out, you go to that.
The big churches be having that.
And my Sunday school had they made the best like sausage and like toast and shit. I don't know. I always look forward to church because of that.
They never made us food, but I did go get food.
I did enjoy.
I wore
the
a
food.
whole fit to church one time. I ain't even front. I know they was judging me.
Wait, a what?
I wore a whole fit to church.
What?
A whole fit?
Yeah.
What was that fit like?
This is when my family was still making me dress like a girl.
I was about to say, like,
yeah,
what?
they were still making me
Lee?
dress like a girl, and the skirt was super short, and I wore that shit to church.
Oh my God, cheeks was hanging.
Oh
shit! Oh,
I definitely had on white tights, boy, like
Oh,
an
okay.
idiot. Oh man, I wore a whole fit to church, and then I've been a tomboy forever. I wore like full on leather pants with a jacket to match. I had every color: tan, blue, black.
Yeah.
Yo, shit was not a game. Not
Yo.
a game, boy. I had Easter fits out the wazoo.
That's
I
funny.
used to love the tan joint with my Jordans.
I
What?
just hate the motherfuckers that go to church and sin all week and be like, oh, once I go to church on Sunday and confess all my sins, everything will be erased and I'll be good. You're
I
so
hate that
no,
concept.
you're still a sinner. Like
I
you're
hate
still
that
a bad
concept.
person at the end of the day.
And
Like,
there's people who really think like that. They, it's so fucking corrupt, man. You telling me somebody who just, what I'm saying, just did some bullshit Saturday and Friday, they get to go to church on Sunday, and
Yeah.
they're sanctified by Monday?
toss some
That's some
fucking
bullshit.
sparkling water on them and say they're good and shit.
Like,
it was people that was in the church that was telling me how bad I was and how I wasn't gonna be nothing, and
and they be
then they
people
would
telling
step
you that.
outside the church and then light a cigarette, or they would make a phone call and curse somebody out, or
Yeah.
I used to hear them in the office talking about, oh, look at her, I don't like how she's doing this or dressed like that, and I'm just like, yo, you
Whack.
teaching me that I can't judge people, and I'm watching you judge people. Like the people who used to teach me and stuff from the church, there are very few people that are able to still when they see me, because I live across the street from my old school, my old church, all of that. I live across the street. It's very few people that can see me and say hello. Like, we grew apart years ago. Leave me alone. Like,
Yeah.
I never liked you. Like, I just saw somebody on Facebook. Facebook recommended Shorty. She was my teacher. I never liked that lady. She's evil. I don't care what nobody say. She been evil for years. She hated me and I hated her. And now, look, you can't prosper. She looks stupid out here. She better not never. She don't even got to say good morning. Like, I had my sister's funeral was at my old church. I saw her standing at the door, and I told her, I said, oh, listen, don't even think about coming in this service. And she like, don't disrespect your elders. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Don't come in here.
So do y'all? Okay, so it seems like y'all are pretty much anti-church, kind of like me. But do y'all pray?
Absolutely.
I meditate.
So y'all don't think that goes hand in hand, like religion?
You
and
have
praying?
to pray in
No.
church? No.
You do.
Why? Do you have to pray in the church?
You don't
for,
have
for
to.
it to
but
reach where it's
I
going?
think that's like kind of like a process we're praying to buy from.
Oh, shoot. Wait, no, I'm lying. I ain't tell her that at my sister's funeral. That was another service. My fault. Yeah. My fault. I got the funerals mixed up.
Mad
But I
deaths.
did, yeah. That's
Unfortunately.
sad. Yeah, unfortunately, it's super deaths, mad deaths. But I definitely did say that to her.
I just kind of feel hypocritical because I pray before every meal and I pray every night
Me
before
too.
bed, and but I don't go to church, so I kind of feel like should
Church
I?
is in the
See,
heart,
I'm
though.
still connected to it. Yeah.
For me, I don't
Church
do
is in
that
the
though.
heart.
Like I don't pray before bed and I don't pray before meals. Like I used to do that. You know what I'm saying? But then I don't because I feel like I honestly feel like my overall attitude towards life, I'm grateful and my gratitude is felt through my energy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I felt like praying in those moments is like showing gratitude for your life or gratitude for this meal you're about to have. I think the way I move in general shows gratitude towards the universe because
Yeah.
I consider the universe as my God. So like that's just how I look at it, and it's just like I don't pray, but I meditate. You know what I'm saying? I sit here and I have a conversation with whatever we call God, and I'll speak to him, her, or it out loud. You know what I'm saying? But I won't necessarily get on, and I don't get on my knees to pray. Like I
Man,
don't.
Same, nah.
I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that was always a way of, subconsciously conditioning us to be submissive. And that's why I look at religion the way I do, because I felt like, it was used as a critical tool to break down African Americans psychologically. It was psychological warfare. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, I mean, even down to the Roman.
Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off, CR.
What?
I just showed you my WCW. This fool follows her on Twitter.
What?
You follow her talking about some who that.
Who is that?
Yeah, all right. Who is that? We'll
What?
talk.
I don't
Don't
follow-
follow my WCW.
I don't
period.
follow nobody on Twitter, yo.
Nigga.
Don't follow
I don't-
her because
I
I
don't
like
follow
her
you.
now.
Wait, hold on. You gotta show me who that is so I can unfollow.
Look, let me show you something.
No, so I can unfollow.
Look, you know how Twitter tells you who you follow. Look,
Oh,
that's
shit.
you.
Look,
Yeah.
look his
Yeah.
face, yo.
That's you. Stay out of here.
Yo, your face.
I'm in a relationship. I'm not
That's
doing
cool.
nothing.
That's fine.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
she's fire.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
You don't have to agree.
You funny as hell.
I'm bugging. You really got me thinking about this whole church thing. I don't think it's hypocritical though. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about it. I might not have said that to that lady. I think I was thinking about the other lady. I'm really thinking about it because I be cursing a lot of church people out. I might have said that to someone else. I should have said that to that lady that's evil.
Yeah.
And if I see her again, I'm going to say it to her just because I didn't get the chance to.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's hypocritical. Church is in your heart.
Right.
Ain't no building can tell me that my prayers are solid.
Right.
Can't no building tell me that.
Yeah, I don't need a God to tell me how to live my life, like, or what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't need a middleman. I don't need a middleman for my prayers to go to you and then to go to God.
Right.
I could just go to the supply.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go straight to God.
And I'm like Ciara, I don't pray to a particular being. I mean, I pray to the universe.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
it's nothing specific, but I pray every night, I guess, in hopes of getting something back. I guess, like, because it's been proven to me, if you keep your faith and you keep positive and you keep those prayers.
But what do you believe in? You gotta have something that you believe in.
Besides myself?
Yeah. Because what do you pray?
I believe in like a divine like energy that, at least in my mind, the energy is female, or it has that same aura as a woman, because I believe women are kind of more forgiving and they're more nurturing, more supportive. So I feel that energy is equal to that.
I understand what you're saying.
So when I pray, I feel like it hears my prayers, takes into account of what I've done that week or what that day, and will be more forgiving of my sins in those moments. But yeah, more of the story, I won't go back to church ever. Yeah. I won't say with church ever again.
Me neither, because I'm so far removed from the idea of religion. Like, for me, I'm literally just like, it's so, to me, it's like, look at the universe, and it's been around for billions of years. How old is the Bible, right? Technically, if we're going by like the after death, right? After Christ's death, it's only a little bit over 2,000 years old, right?
Yeah.
But human beings being the youngest species on Earth, we're still over 100,000 years old. So how are we basing our existence and our afterlife on a book that's only 2,000 years old in a universe that's been around for billions of years?
Right.
That makes no sense. You get me? It's just like what we created in the aspect of religion is such a small speck on a canvas of existence.
I've always wondered where the information in the Bible actually came from. Like,
interpretation from the people.
It wasn't from people who experienced or lived through that, and then the book got remade throughout the years and like redone a bit. But like, none of that can be proven. Like, none of anything
where are the
in the
original
past,
scriptures.
I feel like you can't really prove anything in the past, like the fucking dinosaurs and the cavemen. And anything. I feel like you can't really prove it unless you were there.
I feel like if you have physical evidence, you can prove it, though. Like, with that stuff, when it comes to fossils, when it comes to dinosaurs.
You think those can't be constructed? They'd be constructed on movie sets?
I mean, I can understand how that could possibly be constructed. I'm not saying it's not a possible chance of it, but then it's like, if you're going that route, that means anything that we're perceiving could be fake. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like there's certain things, like, we know gravity's real. You can't question that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know oxygen exists.
The only part of history that I really believe is true is black history, because I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have the opportunity to do what I do if it wasn't for the ones before me. Anything like American history, I'm kind of a little shoddy on. I don't know.
I understand that, though, because a lot of it's like, yo, you listen and have a conversation with somebody from Russia or Australia, and they have a totally different perception on World War II.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we were told that we won World War II or whatever, and it's like, yo, when you hear it from the perspective of other people on the other side of the world, Russia won. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just a lot of shit is fabricated in America, and I feel like we live in a bubble, which is the Matrix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And unless you travel outside the country and you learn from other people and other cultures, you're never going to realize what fabrication you're caught in and what you're living in right now, because a lot of this shit is fake, yo.
I want to know what it's like to be a kid in school now. What are they learning in their textbooks? Like, is there more of a balance between like American history, African American history, just like whatever? Like,
I doubt it.
I want to know if they even still have textbooks, honestly, but
I feel like it's just, we live in a white man's land. They're going to teach history in their perspective.
always.
It's just how it is, unfortunately. If we want a different perspective, we're either going to have to change the educational curriculum or we're going to have to go learn in a different country.
You ain't even got to change it. Educate your kids.
That's true,
Educate your kids.
A lot of people don't know where to get the information, though.
You think homeschooling is like is a good option? Like,
I think
teach
it
them what
can
you
be.
want them to learn?
I think it can be, but I think you can manipulate certain things. So if your kid is learning something in school, they still spend time with you.
Right.
Yeah.
They should be learning other things too. Can't rely on the school to teach them
That's true.
about a group of people that they never cared about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta
That got to come from us.
I'm really
I
at that
agree with
cross. I
that.
mean, I'm not in any way, shape, or form near close to having a kid.
Yes,
but like,
you are.
No, I'm
He's
not.
lying.
No, I'm
He's
not.
trying to tell us something. Okay.
That would
Okay,
be
let me go
dope.
get you. What size you wearing Burberry shirts?
You done? Are you done?
Are you done or you finished?
Me and CR is gonna go half for your shirt.
Wait.
You can't have a baby shower without the shirt.
Fam, you've been looking down on your phone all podcast. You're texting your baby mom right now.
Oh,
You're apologizing
The
for
pimp.
You're apologizing for everything you're
pimp.
saying on this podcast. You've been apologizing for everything you've been saying on this podcast.
I was
all
actually
day.
looking at shirts. I was looking at the
She about to
Burberry
buy a
shirt.
shirt for one of her girls.
Yeah,
For
for one of my
girls.
girls. I'm wearing it. What you talking about? I'm wearing it. I'm the staty.
Yo.
Don't sleep segment. Let's get it. What's something that people shouldn't sleep on that y'all think? I think people shouldn't sleep on black inventors and black people in general. There's been so much we've created throughout history that I feel black people don't get involved in or get fucking brain fart that people aren't aware of.
Right.
And I have an example of that. A man named Charles Brooks. He actually was the creator. I think he created the concept and maybe the first one of a street sweeper.
Okay.
I didn't on Wikipedia. It only showed his name and what he was. Fucking shit. Why am I brain farting so hard? Yeah, Charles Brooks. He was on Wikipedia. Only said he was what he was. Said that he invented street
So
sweeper.
he invented the street sweeper.
Like maybe at least the concept. Maybe not the first one, but
I'm still confused as to what them shits do.
they just sweep up
Pick
the
up the
trash. on
debris.
They
ground.
don't sweep up anything. They move it around.
They move it out the way. I don't know.
They don't move it out the way. They put it in the way. I'm confused. All they do is blow air, and you have bags of chips flying your
But
way.
I thought it gets sucked up under the thing into the truck, and then it comes out the back.
I wish.
Shout out to Charles Brooks.
Maybe
man.
ours are broken, but shout out to Charles Brooks.
Shout out to Charles Brooks.
Maybe
man.
the ones in my hood are
Yeah.
broken.
This might not even be true. This may have just been more white people fabrication shit, but
Jesus.
I'm running with it.
I think that people, and this is like really a note to self. I just want people to stop sleeping on themselves and the power that they have. I noticed for years I wasn't using my brain to its fullest capability. I wasn't questioning everything. If somebody seemed like a trustworthy source, I would trust them. Like I have a smartphone. Like I can Google things. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that I just can do myself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just so spoiled, and you become a certain kind of lazy when you're so used to things being handed to you, and it's not even like not even from home. I'm talking about like just information being handed to you. Like you're so used to being able to go on Twitter and see what's happening in the White House that you don't even, some of us don't even think, let me just check out like a politics magazine, or let me Google what this means. Like, what does this bill mean for people like me? It's just like, oh, well, I saw on Twitter that, he building a wall or something. Like, we got to start actually looking at what these things mean. Because now we're just handing over information that hasn't even resonated with us, or we don't even fully understand. And then, you play telephone and then it changes. And then it's like, well, what's really the truth? Well, you don't know because you didn't check it out. So I just want everybody to start question everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, go come up with your own answers and then, discuss it, compare, but don't just take what somebody, like, even down to food. My cousin is a vegan. Certain things she'll tell me, like, hey, this will help you with your digestive system. I won't question it. I'll just go get it. And then, like, today I was on my way to get kombucha, and I'm just like, but why? Oh, because she said that it helps. But why did I just take her word for it? Why? I didn't even do my own research. Shit like that.
Let me clean up mine. I need to change mine. Don't sleep. Don't sleep on your friends. Going back to a year ago when I started this podcast with a different person, we didn't know what this would become. And I feel he kind of rode with me because, it's your friend. You do certain things with your friends. You want to see your friends win. But, certain things change and people move forward. I don't think you should ever sleep on your friends' dreams. Like, if you want, you should want to support your friends no matter what they do. Even if it doesn't seem like it's going to work out at all, you should ride with them till the wheels fall off. And I think you should really all need to just be more supportive of each other. Not even as a community, as a planet, as a group of people. We just need to support each other more. Because now I'm in a position where this podcast is about to take off. Going forward 2019, 2020, shit's really about to take off, and who I started this with is no longer there, and it's because they didn't believe in the journey. They didn't believe in me. They didn't believe in the idea. So just don't sleep on your friends or else you regret it. And you will. That's all I'll say.
Dropping gems. Well, from your man CR, I would say everybody do not fall asleep on the power of words. I think people don't realize that words carry frequencies, right? Words carry energy.
It's coming from the rapper right here.
So you got to understand the things that you say, they can be perceived a certain type of way to create a certain energy in that person's mind, and that becomes their reality. So if you're projecting a negative image and people are perceiving that negative image in their mind, you are a negative person. So that's going to attract more negativity to you. Speak what you know what you speak. That's how I live. I feel like you really have to be conscious of the things that you say. Like the whole Tekashi situation, not only him, but just in the history of artists, like a lot of artists who end up in situations like this talked about it before it happened. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they don't realize that they're creating their own future with their own words. And especially because these artists who are on a higher platform than us, they're vibrating on a higher frequency because they're able to reach so many people. So it's like the things that you say carry so much more weight as opposed to somebody who can't reach beyond their block. You know what I'm saying? You have a platform for a whole part of the country. You got to realize that what you say carries so much energy. So that's all I would say is don't sleep on the things that you say. Be aware, know what you speak, and speak what you know. And that's all I'm going to say.
This guy's really about to go the way for life because of some dumb shit. Like, what's the point of trying to prove you're just
Y'all
this
think
tough
he
guy?
about to get life?
I read today that he offered to pay $1 million.
Yeah, 1.7.
And they
his
said,
whole
fuck
bank
that.
account.
The FBI was like,
I
fuck that. We
still
need to
don't
get you off
think.
the streets.
I don't think that he's going away for life. I think
You
he
think he's
might
going away
just,
at all?
I think he'll
can't
go
say
away.
I don't. I
But
think
I
he
don't
might
think
go
he'll
to
go away
jail,
for
but
life.
I don't think he's going to
Because
jail for life.
how many times have we all seen, when an artist first gets arrested and they're facing 25, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of trial and after all the lawyers and all that
hold
shit.
up now, nigga. Bobby Shmurda is not out.
Well, I'm saying.
2020, I
Hold
think,
up.
right?
Something like that, but
But
we don't
even-
know.
but
Max
even if
B
he
is
gets
not out.
Wasn't that the joke? Like, we want to trade Tekashi for Bobby Shmurda? Is that
Yeah,
what's about to happen?
it might
Oh,
come
shit,
true.
they said that.
Yeah, Max B is not out. Some people is going to jail. I don't see him going to jail for life.
Yeah.
He won't make it
hope
out alive.
not,
He
man.
won't-
Not life.
And I'm not, God forbid, you know what I'm saying, like jail.
I don't want him in jail at all, and I don't even like him.
But at the
you
same
don't
time,
wish that
though,
on nobody.
You don't wish on nobody, but some people do need that to change.
Some people don't make it out, CR. You can't change if you don't make it out.
You're right. Some
Jail
people
has
don't.
killed
It doesn't seem like
people.
he doesn't seem like he wants to change either. Like even going forward, like before this trial, he was still talking that shit. Even his Smoke Breakfast Club interview, he's not humble at all. He hasn't
He's
learned
not,
anything.
yo.
So
That's what I'm saying.
he
Wait,
made
but the
ignorant.
Breakfast Club was before that.
Well,
he did another one?
He did the most recent one, yeah.
A recent one. It was
Oh,
very
God.
recent.
It was like 2 days ago.
That's what I'm saying.
he's
And
still
he
talking that
literally
shit.
was talking that shit.
Oh, I did
Charlamagne was
see
trying
that.
to tell him, like, yo, chill, bro. Like, he was telling him, like, yo, you don't realize how much you're attracting by speaking like this. That's what you're saying. You're taunting your enemies. You're putting your security at risk. You know what I'm saying? He even got rid of his security because he found out somebody
Fired
in Treyway.
everybody.
Yeah, he fired
Yeah.
everybody. Somebody in Treyway was the reason he got robbed and kidnapped. And it's like, yo, you talking about bragging about how you move so militant, but it's like if the only people who can hurt you are people within your circle, then who the fuck are you gonna trust if you can't even fuck with people in your circle? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? You got rid of everybody, so it's like I feel like I don't know, man.
He really got kidnapped? They
That's what he
kidnapped
said,
admitted
yeah.
that.
They
He
admitted
admitted
kidnapped,
that, yeah.
they
He
kidnapped
admitted
that
that.
grown man.
That's
Yeah.
what he said. That's what he said.
I got
That's
one
not
last
funny,
question.
though.
Is there anything y'all would do to would y'all ever trade your integrity for anything? Even if it involved like backstabbing somebody, is there anything that could take you out of your character to trade your integrity and betray somebody?
Betray somebody?
I mean, that's kind of what happened with him. I mean, like people were making
Oh,
money
you're
with
talking
him
about
and,
like kind of like the betrayal, like Selena got betrayed, where her somebody close to
yeah,
her
like but
killed her.
even then, like with the Tekashi thing, these people were working for him, working with him, and then
Oh, nah.
they didn't agree with his decisions or whatever,
Nah.
and they were gonna kill him.
Betrayal, period. I just nah.
So
The
there's nothing
whole-
that could take you out of your character and sacrifice your integrity, and just for you to switch up on somebody you've known for
No.
years, you've done business with.
No, the only thing that can make me switch up on somebody is them.
Damn, I love that.
Them.
That's the truth.
Like
It's the
that's
truth.
just what that is.
It's really the truth.
Cause like I'm so loyal that sometimes it backfires. Like people be telling me like, nah, I'm telling you that person ain't for you. I'm like, you wildin'. Shut up. then it blow up in my face. But at the end of the day, you did this.
The only like I agree. Like for me, what would make me go against my integrity is if that person has lost any consideration for my well-being or my best interest. What am I staying loyal to somebody who doesn't care about me for?
Yeah.
That's when I'm like, all right, if you don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna give you the same energy you're giving me.
Damn, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like so in that aspect, that's for me. It's like I'm not gonna stay loyal to people who don't give a fuck about me. But there's always gonna be certain things, like even friends that I'm not friends with now. There's certain things we've had conversations about I would never repeat to other people.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Just because of who I am. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do about that person. That's about who I am.
I mean, if y'all definitely probably remember before we started doing this podcast together, I kept asking y'all over and over again, are y'all sure?
That
If
shit
y'all
was
want to
so
do
annoying.
this. No,
Sorry.
because I've literally seen the worst of people, and I've been betrayed so many times, more times than I can count. So when having someone that I'm not used to people genuinely wanting to support, so I just respect that y'all will keep your integrity for.
Don't be so not used to it that you force it out of your life. Just gotta welcome things.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
I love it. Yes. Y'all want to shout out your shit and we get out of here?
Hell yeah, I'm tired.
Go, CR, go.
Yo.
Go.
Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, CR_908. Be on the lookout for that Love, Peace, and Beast album coming out in December. Yo, December 22nd, gonna have that goddamn release party. Good Looking Lee and Jeff Kelly will be in the building.
Facts.
Make sure y'all follow me so y'all can see that flyer, man.
I gotta get a nickname, man. Stop saying my last name too, man.
I
gotta get a nickname.
I'm sorry.
Man.
That's a fact. He just said your whole name.
I really gotta get a nickname, man.
Whoa.
Fuck.
But I like your whole name. Like I feel like that's an iconic name, like Jeff Kelly. Like I feel
Stop
like
saying that. I gotta get a nickname. Fuck. Petty
we gotta
podcaster.
bleep that out. We gotta bleep that out.
Petty podcaster. Young Black Excellence. I don't know.
Yo, all right, you gotta come up with a nickname by the next show, bro.
All right, I
by
got
the
it.
next show, bro.
Yeah, but run it by us in the group chat.
Yeah.
You're not about to
Fuck
say
no,
no
I'm coming
weak
with
shit.
the heat.
Oh,
and y'all gonna
Lord.
hear it.
Heard you.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
Well, I'm just me, Good Looking Lee. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, at Twitter, at Good Looking Lee. There's no G in looking, and there's an underscore after the E. Make sure you follow the show, my show, at Thank Me Later Podcast NYC. And I want to tell y'all, shout out to Noelle K. She's a singer. She's dropping a project on Wednesday. And on that project, it features Thank Me Later Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm excited about that. I'm mad hype. Shout out to Noelle and her manager. I appreciate that. Make sure y'all look out for that on Wednesday.
Word. And you already know you're not getting my personal shit. So just go follow the Instagram page for the show, at Introverted Intuition Pod. If you want to join the conversation, we talk about a lot of crazy shit, a lot of shit in general. If you want to join the conversation, email us at introvertedpod@yahoo.com, and we'll set that up. Thank you for listening.
Oh, Lord. Hey.
We need to figure out in the future to get like a fan somehow while recording going.